a solo player. You want to get the crate as well now that you had it? Maybe not. That's a little too ballsy. All of Ratio Edge shifted out. Tornado Energy only has example in. How do you push on this one? They have 4 players on their feet. Circle is going to start closing in 30 seconds. Lost no helmet. I'll say 1 vest on. There should be enough. I mean, you'd think that there were enough, what do you say? Enough liquid players dead up here that you could find a helmet. Unless if they destroyed all of them. Olia's looking for loss. Tags him up once, but Lamberlot is there to retaliate. Forcing them back off, at least for now. The match is still proning on the ridge. You can see Tempest is looking around the side. They want in of that action. They know they have a chance to hold off all. But D-Match could become somewhat of a nuisance. Down here, we'll see if he spots them, and even if he does, we'll see if they start shooting. Wookiees over the top. It's a good upgrade, finding some level 3 gear late in the game. With just 11 players left alive. Oh no, Holly, you don't see him. He's prone right on it. You can see D-Match looking for him. He's right up there looking over the side. Aaliyah pushing forward. Example. Do you push down towards where losses and get yourself a plateau to play from, or do you stay here knowing that you might leave yourself exposed to your opponents on the other side? I'm not sure what the right play is. But I'm sure he knows exactly what he wants to do. Whether that's going to be the play to save the day, I'm not sure. Melman tagged up. D-Match finds the first. Harley goes down inside the circle. The Woogie Boogie and Tumble now no. They have a solo to deal with somewhat down towards the south. Do you go for the flush, D-Man? That's a good sport. As I say that, it does throw a nade in his face. So that should be a flush coming in. If not with the first one, then at least potentially... Nope. 2 nades thrown. No flush is coming in. And that could actually be Wookie and Tomil able to push down and get the res up towards their teammate. As I say that, Lamberlet does have a really good angle on that downhill push. But Clay just went down, so he needs to commit something to try and help him out. Not going to happen. Melman gets the flush on towards him. And Tornado Energy, they're looking to be in a really good position here. Lamberlet's looking around. He knows there's a lot of players to deal with. And if you're smart, yep, I was just going to say, Tomil is committed to the rest. Tempest will be 3 players back alive in just a short moment, knowing that Tornado Energy and Ratio Edge have to fight this one through. Lamberlot all by himself. He's going to go down. Now we're in a 4 versus 3. Tempest have the circle to some extent. But Melman and Tornado Energy have the ridge line to play from. Smokes lopped on over. Look at this hillside of an ending. That is not something you see too often, even on Miramar. This is a rough place to end the game. And Holly, you're going to be playing spoiler here. You might be required to find that first kill or 2. Example, spotted. No shots coming in just yet. Oh, did he see him? He might just have, because our nades are coming down in this direction too. See example. He's shuffling around between equipment, and indeed he does see him. Holly should have shot when he had the chance to. Melman peeked on over, spotted out. Woogie Boogie able to tag him up. No kills coming in. There's the knock, but look at this 11. Make that 19 bullets left for Woogie. You need to make very, very good use of your ammo, and it ain't gonna happen. Elia finds one. Doozy finds the second. Just Tamil left alive, and what can you do from here, buddy? 1v plenty finds the headshot, but ain't gonna be enough. 10 kills and a chicken dinner for Tornado Energy to start off the day. That is that's an interesting start to the day. An interesting start to the scrim day in total. I mean, rough circles all around and a fun finish to take that one home. Great playing though. You got to give it to Tempest. 12 kills, good game from them. Held off. They were in a really wide split for the longest time, and it ended up paying off. Good placements, a lot of kills with it too. So, great game to start off the day. We're going to take a short break, guys, and then we're headed on over to game number 2 in just a moment. So do me a favor, stick around, and yeah, I'll be right back.
colors creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah. Connect the dots straight to the start of intoxicating want. Lingering touch, these soft words whispered in the dark. Set my heart afire.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Back And almost ready with game number 2. And yes, guys, I have learned it now. Holly is Gustav. Everyone tells me Gustav is Holly, Holly is Gustav. I'm sorry. I gave the credit to Pixel for a while there. But that just goes to show. Confusion is at the highest for me when I don't know what's going on. And people have all their fancy names. Chad, Brad, Matt, Lad, Holly, Molly, Polly, Bolly, who knows? People they change up their names all the time, and that's just utterly confusing. Why Gustav is playing, or Holly I should say, is playing with Tempest? I don't know. Maybe it's because Face ain't playing today and he felt like playing and they had a spot for one. Could be. I'm not gonna go out and give any. I'm not gonna go out and put any ideas in people's heads. Let's put it that way, because I do not know anything. I'm not gonna say anything at all. I'm just gonna say that these games are amazing, and of course, also for those of you guys who don't know, there was supposed to be Toby's Trial Thursday qualifiers yesterday. Then we crashed GL's homepage, and then it didn't happen. So, if you forgot to sign up, or if you haven't signed up, the qualifiers will take place tomorrow instead. So make sure to be back here tomorrow around 6 o'clock CET, 1800 CET, where you can either play or watch Toby's Trial Tournament. Toby's Trial Thursday, everyone can watch and play. So make sure to be back for that. Having said that, having done enough self-promo, now let's hop over to game number 2. As I said earlier, it's going to be 2 games on Miramar, which means that this is the last one, followed by a game of Sanhok, and then we are hopping over to Erangel for the final 3 games. Why are we doing that? Well, I hope that the reason is that Sanhok won't be in competitive whenever Vikendi comes back. That is not a fact. That is my hope. And also it makes sense that teams want to spend more time not learning but playing on Erangel 2.0 than they want to spend time playing on Sanhok. Ove is the first one to get knocked, but guys, remember, it's not about what coach gets knocked first. It's about what coach dies first. So they're all going down. But what coach dies first? That's the one that really matters here. Because as you saw last game, Crimson went out early, and his team did well. So it is going to be Navi. Navi's coach is the first one to die. Will that impact where the circles will go? Though we'll see. Navi, they're up towards the north. We have another 15 seconds to go until the circle's going to show itself. And is no one going Minas? Huh. I guess now that we got a plane that goes somewhat north, no one wants to go Minas. A place that everyone wants to go, though, is into Power Grid. We've seen this before. Brawls in Power Grid, and it happens again. Spiro able to find the first. Crunio goes down. So while Northern Lights went down really early last game, this might be a chance for them to turn it around. Spiro didn't get a helmet yet. Should we tell him? Should we tell him he doesn't have a helmet yet? He'll be fine. Might want to take one, though. He picked up a smoke, I think, when he wanted to take the helmet. And now I just don't think he knows. But he is playing all by himself. So, gotta be safe. And there's the helmet. Smart play. Xvolution up on the roof. Looking for info. Oh, Spiro spots one. Can't connect. Deep now from the other side is looking for opponents as well. Dofus, out he goes. I believe that was the last coach to die. Nope, that was Frost. And 17. So indeed not the last coaches at all. Nate slopped forward. Flashbangs thrown in as well. I like the repositioning by Meisters here, but will it have enough of an impact? Will the Winchester man be able to go out and get a knock here? Xvolution finds Spiro, so 1 down in return. And they got up Crunio, so it's actually a 4v3 in favor of the Venus right now. Deep is wrapping around. Oh, are we going to see a Winchester battle? We might just... Oh, we do! Deep finds the headshot to the level 1 helmet. Poppity pop pop. There goes the hit. We need a doctor and we need some glue because someone's head just fell apart. Perfectix looking for some action. Crunio around this side. Looks for one. Xvolution finds the knock on the other side. Though has to reload immediately. Spiro, though, is there. He goes down in return. So all of a sudden, we're in a 1v1 situation. Make that a 1v2 situation. Perfectix is looking around. He's by himself. With no helmet. Only a level 1 vest. And the more time that he spends looking or prone down, the more time the Venus will get to rest their fallen teammates, because only one flush has come in so far, and that's Deep finding the first. Speaking of Deep, he's around the corner. He's still outside the wall, though. Only has a Winchester, but that might just be enough for him. Now he has a 24 bullet M4. We'll be able to get off the first aid. 1v1. Crunio didn't go for the rest on Exvolution. Maybe he should have. Now he knows where he is. Level 1 helmet and a vest against a no vest VSS. Wraps forward. No damage done. 5 bullets for Crunio. This is far from optimal, to say the least. Far from optimal. I want to reload that VSS before we peek around the corner. There's the reload. Can you wrap back towards your teammate? I think that's what he wants to do. Whether it's going to be possible or not, I'm not quite sure. Deep finds one, though. That's Battle and back up on his feet. Perfectix is still up for grabs. They could potentially get him up as well. That will make them a potential 3v2 advantage team here. Let's see. Marrow should be able to get back alive as well. Will he have time to heal, though? I'm not quite sure. He's going to be running straight into Deep. He's right around the corner. Exvolution went down. Flush comes in. 15 bullets. No helmet, no vest, no nothing. 5 bandages now. That could be the deal breaker. But Northern Lights are back to 3. So the end that almost came to, or the fight that almost came to an end before, is now alive and kicking again. And look at that. The winner of this fight will get a crate. If Example doesn't find the kills on all of them first. Deep. Back and tapping away with the Winchester once more. Smoke's thrown forward. I like to have this, where instead of seeing the team colors on utility, you see the color of what is being thrown. So the white grayish color there is smokes, and the red orangey color is nades. The blue color is a flashbang, and the yellow color is a Molotov. It's pretty easy to keep track of, because there's only 4 different ones, right? And it seems like Marrow and Crunio might just back off here. Either they're repositioning to take the fight once more, or they're just leaving a circle. Once again, we're going to the west. We're focusing a lot on what's going on down here. In the meantime, everyone else has started their rotations. Liquid playing Montenuevo once more. No big changes there. Entropy and Omarken sitting close to one another down towards the south. Let's see here how this is going to pan out. Crash Register died early last game. This time around, he's alive. Trico is right around the corner. He's going to get himself a surprise. Oh, Cash, you want to connect those. You really want to connect those. That might just allow for Trico to get away. He is down to low HP, but he's running, and he's able to do so, I would think. As I say low HP, he's actually full HP. It looked like he had none, but the gray colors debated me. Cash finds him in the end. Finally, the knock does come in. That's going to be 1 down. Deep goes down as well, so Mauro and Crunio not quite giving up on that engagement just yet. Elsewhere on the map, it's quieted down just a little bit, though. Let's see now. Crunio still looking for kills over towards the Northern Lights team. Molotov in hand. They've been able to loot up a little bit more. Back up to full HP as well. That should help out quite a bit. They've got ammo now, too, which is going to make the situation even more doable. Effectix prone on the vehicle. Looks for one. Can't shoot over the top, and Marrow finds him with the AK. This fight has dragged out to such a massive extent. No one would really want to be here. Deep. Ooh, 1 bullet should do it. Flashbang lob forward. No damage done. No eye damage done. Marrow is looking around. Can't quite get eyes from him. Effectix. That's knocked 2 or 3 on him, I would think. Oop, that's a whoopsie flashbang. M16, 24 bullets, 10 HP, and there won't be any more HP coming up for you. Deep finds the first, though. Goes for the flush. He has no bullets left, though. Just 6 bullets. Oh! And Deep finds him with 1 bullet left. Deep gets the double. 1 bullet in the mag is all he had to remain. Oh, my lord. That is, I want to say lucky, but also great playing. I mean, great play. Double headshot. Bring. Who needs the extra ammo anyway, right? Great shooting, great fragging. Northern Lights stay alive, but only with 2, and that's the sad part of it. I mean, yes, they do get 4 kills, which is of course amazing, but would you have one of those 4 kills and lose 2, or would you rather have no kills at this point early on and keep 4 players alive? I'm not quite sure, but that's the case for them. You guys can do the maths on it yourself, what you would have preferred. Diaz is below a market. I would assume he's going to try and get away. No, he just reparks the vehicle. Sticks around for a little while longer. James, I think he might have been looking for a crate, but he's going to run back towards the more Montenegro side of things. Tamil goes down. That's Orange from the hillside behind. Taking shots. Gonna be able to find a potential flash. I mean, they should be able to blow up the vehicle at least, but that is far away. That's a 3x knock with quite a distance to it. Impressive shooting, must say. Very impressive shooting. Clip tries to respond. Both him and Holly shooting up towards the opposing team in Unity. No knocks confirmed though from the other side. You knock stiff. Let's try and see what he can do now. 6-6 a little more handy when it comes to tagging up players at a distance. New circle. It's gonna pop and oh, we're going northwest. What did I say? Na'Vi coach goes down. Na'Vi gets the circle. I don't know why, but that it seems like it's a thing. It seems like it's a thing. Adepts trying to rotate north around. This circle is going to be horrible no matter where it goes now. Ooh, Paige. Open your eyes. You might have 3 kills. Unfinished players wrapping on around. Squeak is going to be then a second. But no, he starts driving at the exact same moment. So he ain't going to be able to see him. Squeaky even broke, like he stopped the vehicle. I don't know if he crashed into something or if he just slowed down to scout forward. But that was an unfortunate timing from Paige there. Will he be caught off though? Will he get pinned up against the wall? He is driving. T-Bone is on the side. No kills confirmed so far. Squeak is out of the vehicle. Shung goes down. That's WGSG on the other side of the circle. Oh my lord, Squeak, you're miles out in the open, buddy. That's a headshot, that's a body shot, and that's a knocked player. Paige able to find him, take him down as well. Everyone is trying to rotate up. Na'Vi sitting dead center in this one. They know the circle will shift out, but I would think it has to go up here. Of course, it depends on where the next circle shift, but this one is going to be really difficult, that's for sure. Let's see. Shung looks around, saying, guys, safe rest. I'm on the hill, but it's fine. Miracle finds one. The rest on Shung is not, the hope isn't giving up just yet. Iroh is kind of isolated. Needs to do some damage towards Sunsea. Nothing connected. And the first time around, Furax. Great headshot connected on towards Iroh. He's going to go down deep from afar. Finds Shung there as well, so no res is coming in. No res is coming in. Unfortunate derailment. Down as well. Cast register no marking. Continuing to deliver damage from side to side. Miracle finds the flush, or I guess the bleeding on no key, so he's gonna go down as well. All happening on the very edge of the circle, so they ain't really playing for much territory here. The center breach came in as well. Let's see, Gaxy's gone down. Lambelout has as well. Ducey is trying to stay put. He's by himself for now. They have he has a knocked example on the other side, but it literally is just him. And he's sharing a house with a lot of bullets. They're all coming in from Omagan on the other side. This next circle doesn't have to exclude the ridgeline either. Remember, this whole, like everything that is west of this whole mountainside is counted as water in phase 4. So next circle, I mean, this next circle coming up doesn't have to exclude it, but the one after that will have to. Same thing with this and that and that. All these tall mountain ridges count as water. So that's why I'm saying there's a big area here where there is no quote-unquote water or inaccessible terrain. Ooh, that's an 8 straight in your face. So I would think circle goes up there, but it all depends on where this next shift goes, which can technically go anywhere, as long as the center point is on land somewhere. So the center couldn't be here, for example, because it's in a inaccessible area. So center has to be in a playable area, not out here, not on top of these rocks. But it can still go right there, and it's gonna, I mean, it's gonna make this endgame practically impossible for teams to play, even the teams that are inside the circle, because everyone is gonna be trying to breach them deep. It's wrapping far out, going, no. We're not gonna go through that. We heard all the commotion down here before. Adept stay alive with 3. Vard is the only remaining WGSG player. Now let's see. Oh my lord. Well, I mean, it is. We know exactly where it's gonna go now. Rahina sitting well in it. So on Navi lost 1 though. They were split for a bit too long, and now Omagan, well, they'll be able to continue their rotation on over. T-Bone is gonna go, trying to get further forward. Cast register is there with him. No one takes a jump? Come on, guys. Come on, there's a jump there. Woo! No? No one? April Fool's jump? No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Game frame, they've pulled up. Noki is here, but he's by himself and needs to hold off, my friend, because I don't think anyone else is going to come over to help. Saki is running back down the ridge, and you can see Noki is sending it. He does not want to be up here on his own. Makes perfect sense. Will he be able to cross the road, though? I'm not quite sure. He should be able to, I would think. And he is. It seems like he should be all right with the transition. Omak and they'll be able to chill on the northwest side. Vart now found by Furax. That's, you would think that's going to be him going down. But... of course, there's no guarantee. It's only Furax shooting, and the other remaining Adepts players pushed around the other way. But Vard, I think he just saw the entirety of Unity pull up on that side, and that's just... I don't know what you do here if you're Vard. You try to get away, obviously, but where the hell do you go? I mean, you have to get inside the circle, right? But where the hell do you go in this? I'm not quite sure. Drive forward. That's the start of it. What happens after that? We'll see. Now he's been spotted. He's going to get tagged up as well. 2 hits, 3 hits. One more bullet should seal the deal. Should seal the fate for WTSG here in game number 2. But nothing coming in just yet. Ibiza, James looking around for rotations underneath them. Unity are trying to drive on through. James is looking. He's found Quizzy. Nothing connected. Still looking around. They know there might be players close towards them. Again, next circle should go towards the northwest. But we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen with that. Best of luck. Looking around as well. I mean, people here are really trying to find something to play from because there's the whole lot. This whole center crossroads area is really, really difficult to play, especially when you have the hilltops on the sides of and available. This is where you wish you jumped up here to the beginning, right? Can you even get to this plateau? I'm actually not sure. Not from there. Maybe with the bike, if you fly up there. I don't think you can get up here. No, you can't. So this plateau is inaccessible too. Huh. Feels bad, man. We'll see where the next one goes. Vart running by himself down on the road. Tacked up again. Trying to make his way further forward. This ain't gonna be easy, buddy. But I'm not gonna count you out. I'm not gonna count you out. Vart has done impressive things while being by himself before. So we'll see. We'll see when his game ends. Right now there's still 16 teams alive. So I would assume short of placement points, but you never know. You never know. Entropy. Pushing their way further forward. Trying to get inside the circle. This one is going to start hurting real soon. New circle pops, and exactly as expected, it goes up to the north. Clay finds one. That's the Tornado team outside his compound, and I think he knows. You can see he's rather passive and peeking close. He's sitting far back inside the house, just like your snipers would. Never point your gun out the window so people can see the muzzle flash. Always remain inside. Remain incognito for as long as you can. 3 players are around the side. It's actually 2 different teams. The colors debated me. It's Gustav and it's Clip on one side. You have a Doozy solo player down south, and then you have Clay up there. But where the hell to be again? Where do people go in this? I am not sure. There's nothing to play in this circle. As long as all these compounds are taken control of by other teams, there really is very little to play. Maybe you can play the dip there, but no, that's going to be visible to the compound up north. Nothing over here is playable with Liquid sitting where they are. Deep finally does go out, so Northern Lights eliminated. This is an open field as well. This is going to be an extremely difficult circle to play, and it's going to force teams, I was just going to say, to push aggressively forward. And here's the first breach. Senya already gone down. Corsac does go down in return. But no guarantees just yet as to what's going to happen. Tap manages to get around the corner. Should be safe. Vart falls out as well. 3 guys down. I'll make that 2 guys down from 22 esports. But they are not flush just yet. Ooh, Tap jumped out. He didn't see the knock player inside. He might be able to catch people off guard, but no. Dark Choice already has the info. Ends fall out. D-Match able to find 3 of them. Free kill finds Tap. Should be able to get the flash as well. And that's potentially 2 reses coming in. You saw Dark Choice outside. Important position for him to be in because he managed to spot Tap trying to jump out the window. It was a smart play. Unfortunately, he hadn't really accounted for the sneaky guy on the side. Kemba pushes forward. They know they need to deal with 22 esports if they want to maintain control of this compound. Kemba finds the first one, able to get the knock on towards him. Goes to the flush, gets that down as well. 1 kill connected for Na'Vi. They have lost 2 players. Those are what do you do from here. You know you're outnumbered. You know you're in a tough position. This is knock number 2, I believe, on Corsac. Has to back off now. But shots are fired from all different directions. Kemba finds one more. Dark Choice down as well. It looked okay for 22 esports. It looked like they were going to be able to bring it back. But now, all of a sudden, you have Comfort all on his own upstairs. And I'm not sure exactly what he's going to be able to do from here. Doozy finds one. That's miles down towards the south, outside the circle as well. So he's going to get himself a little bit of a salvage kill. Should be going down to the blue at some point soon. We'll see, we'll see. Kemba's still running around outside trying to find kills. And Combat, of course, doesn't have windows on the side of the building. So he won't be able to get eyes on that. Circle is pushing in, and they will have this little shack to play with. That is literally all. Oh, no, it's not a shack. It's a two-story building. Sorry, bad info. Combat, will he be able to get... You could try and go for choice, but that's a scary push. You could try and go for it, though, but this run in the open is going to be really, really difficult. Harley found one. We'll go down and return now. James finds one as well. That's a Nate. That's way on the other side. Liquid obliterating Team Unity. There was a little bit of help from Phantom on the other side, but that is a full-on slaughter on the team trying to push through from the side. And now Wanderer goes to that one spot I mentioned before that you potentially could play from there. This is what I'm saying. Everything you peek over and into means death. Ibiza tried to peek on over. Blue was against him. So were the enemy teams. And he goes down. 22 Esports eliminated as well. So Na'Vi able to stay put. Next circle goes north again. Game Frame sitting well in it. And Adams as well. It paid off for them to rotate north around El Pozo in the end of it, I guess. Omarken had the compound for a while. They are not going to be out of it. Doozy goes down to blue as well. So 8 teams left alive. All this effort put in by the teams, and we haven't made our way into placement points before right now. Nate lopped over. It's going to go straight on the feet of Kemba, but it doesn't go down. New Nate's Ripperoni. Pepperoni. No damage done. Well, I mean, it is 63 damage done, but no kills. Usually that would have been a knock. Level 2 best as well. Kemba. Anonymous is peeking it by himself. It's a solo player. One knock here. And that's kill confirmed. Kemba might just want to throw that nade and start shooting. Fortunately for Kemba, there's help on the other side. But I think Doozy knows that he got a headshot on towards him. He's going to be able to spot him out again. But oh my lord, Anonymous. You got to hit those shots earlier, buddy. That was scary. That was real scary. Now let's see if we can get the rest up towards him. And I think the circle is closing in too fast because they are on the side of it. So it's going to start wrapping in a little quick. Let's see. Will he get it? 3, 2, 1. Run, Himmanen, run! One tag from the blue and you're going to be dead, mate. Just got to send it forward and they're going to be sprinting their way straight into Team Liquid. If they cross this road, that's going to be dangerous. That's for sure. Cast Register from the other side has eyes on D's. He's forcing him to jiggle back and forth, back and forth. No kills confirmed just yet. 4 players up still for the Omarken team. It's a good situation to be in. Misa and Mikas getting themselves a crate. As if the circles they got already weren't enough. They're going to get themselves some more of it. And Team Phantom, they're in all kinds of trouble here. Wanderer landing good shots, though. Nice connections with the SLR. Takes down Cast Register. A little too aggressive on that one. Didn't expect to play right around the corner. Able to get the knock on towards him, but nothing confirmed. Important vision from Mexi there. Giving info to K-Mine and Jeans that they have opponents above them. Maybe they knew, maybe they didn't. I don't care, but it's a crucial info to have, and now at least they do for sure. Anonymous trying to wrap around. Needs to get inside the circle, but look at what you're leaving yourself exposed to. If anybody from Game Frame looks in this direction, fortunately they don't, but if they were looking up there, that's a spotted player. Now he is indeed eyes on. He's trying to play the open, but what can you play from here? Nothing. Tegas finds him. Liquid remains with 3 alive. Top 6 left alive, and look at this area. There's nothing to play as long as that compound is in. Maybe you can play the dip down there. But that you can't because the hill is still in. So whenever the next circle shifts, if Sunsi is out of the next circle, this will all of a sudden become playable whenever Sunsi leaves. And I think that's what Liquid is waiting for. If Sunsi is shifted out, there's a chance. And that's exactly what they needed. Now they just need to get down here before Adepts do. If they can get to this dip and hold off Adepts on the north side, they'd be perfectly set. How the hell do you do that, though? Furax already in a vehicle. Phantom is pushing forward on foot. Sunsi. Does he have a vehicle up there? I think he does, and you can see Furax is going now. He knows the importance of the position. How far do you go, though, Furax? Where are you headed? You headed to the center rock? Okay, aggressive play. I like it. Dangerous, but I like it. You could have stopped earlier. Let's see now. Phantom, he's on the wall. He knows that he has James on the other side. That's a double headshot. Ain't gonna miss those when it stands as still as he did there. Nate thrown forward to try and secure the flush. Team Phantom eliminated. Omarken on the south side. Getting rid of one team, but there's one more to follow. Rahina, they've played it passive on the edge of the circle so far. They were in the center earlier. Allowed for them to play it a little more passive than what they have to now. They have to push forward, and with 4 alive still, there might just be kill opportunities for the gang here. Cast Register is by himself. And the entire Omagan team is left visible. So if Cash doesn't give the info across that there's a team coming up on the red backside ridgeline, that's going to make things extremely difficult. Page shooting, T-Bone shooting. They have no clue now. They might. Headshot connected from Nookie. Great shooting coming in. More tags connected over towards Omagan Sports. Circle, as we said before, shifted down towards the south. And I mean, you gotta wonder why they backed off of the compound. They had it. It was theirs to play from. And now they've given it up and they can't do anything from the position. Then they're gonna get tacked up and they're all playing in the blue because Game Frame is holding them off. They can't get back down the ridgeline into the compound. They're completely isolated. Cash register finds Nuki, and all of a sudden, what was a good four-man push from Rahina, it's potentially going to be them down in 5th place. I thought this was going to be a top 3 guaranteed with how they were pushing it, but not quite the case at all. Vasco finds one. Flush comes in. Mika's actually going to be the one to find it. Saki, last remaining player. They should be able to find him, but look at this. Cash doesn't want to push into it. No vest, broken helmet as well. It's a dangerous peek to make on your own, so he's waiting for Vasco. The 1 or 2 man peek it, so at least if the knock does come in, they can get the rest up. That's a smart play. Don't over-aggress. Know what situation you're in and eat a nade, my friend. Saki goes down. 4 teams left alive, and in my opinion, Rahina, a bit of a misplay there. Tried to hold off, didn't work out though. Phantom tries to push forward. He gets K-Mite flushed out as well. Smoke's faded out, and that's going to be Liquid eliminated. Sunsi tries to leave. As, well, I mean, the potential rotation. Again, surprised that no one is playing the dip, but this could actually be a situation of people just not knowing that this dip is here. It's very playable, especially with vehicles for cover. But maybe we just don't get enough endings up here that people know about the dip. Huh. Maybe we just don't have enough end games here that people know about it. I know this is not going to have any impact at all, but let's just see it real quick. That's grosser. Who cares? Tegas finds the knock, finds the flash as well onto Phantom. 3 teams left alive. 2 of them trying to stay put here. It's a duo against a double squad of 4. Again, some somewhat playable positions inside the circle still, but no one's really keen on trying to aggress towards them. Party Beetle parks his vehicle so that they have eyes on the tires. They're going to be popped immediately to avoid for any further rotations or any more usage of cover. Vasco caught out as well. And this, I mean, this tells me, this right here, the way that these fights is going on tells me that these players, they don't know this area too well. And it's not a disrespect or anything to any of them, because it is a very difficult area to fight through. But players are leaving themselves exposed to angles that, had it been in another area, they wouldn't. Like, you would never leave yourself exposed to that shack peeking over the ridgeline there, had you known that the shack would have been in vision. So he looks on over to the side, goes down without any counterplay. I think he looked over towards the west, he goes down. That tells me, at least, that this is an area that teams are not used to have endgames in. Verax tries to push forward, stays alive for now, solo player left alive, but if the, well, I mean, if the guns ain't gonna be enough of an enemy, circle will doesn't matter though. He goes down. Adams out in 3rd. 10 kills for Mark, and great game for them so far. 3 left alive. Vasco went down before. Cash spots out AB. Ooh, falls back. I thought he was gonna continue that spray down. He had him miles out in the open, but again, maybe the lack of vest and a broken helmet is what forced him down. They know they're in a 3v4. They know they're on the edge, so if you get knocked now, that's going to allow for the Game Frame team to position themselves even further towards you. 4 kills for Game Frame so far. Tegas has been the one to peek aggressively, while the other guys have been holding the positions a little safer. And it already came off of them like rotating early and aggressing onto Rahina when they had a good position. Nate's lopped forward. That's going to give Mark the info that there's a player nearby. Not sure if that was the right move, AB, especially when you can't get Nate over the ridgeline. Now I've just told everyone that you're sitting exactly where you are. Smokes lopped forward. Fake smokes, I believe that is. There's not really anyone playing on those. New circle. Final circle is going to pop. It's going to go in the open. It's going to leave Omagan in, and I think that's everything that Game Friend hoped for it not to do. See, T-Bone is looking on over. That's level 2 helmet, level 1 vest. What can he see from here? He has eyes on the dip. He has eyes on the crate. Tegas is falling back inside the compound. There are 3 people playing from inside the compound side. I'm surprised that no one goes out and play. Am I though? You could try and wrap underneath, but I don't think that'd be in anyway. So no, maybe it makes sense actually. Maybe it makes pretty good sense that they're playing the way that they are. The rock isn't inside on the east either. AB still playing spoiler. Cash doing the exact same thing, trying to contain, make sure that no one wraps underneath them. That's his job right now. Sit right here. Any audible cues you can give to your teammates that no one is wrapping around on the side here. That's your main task. Be somewhat in the same position. He needs his teammates to take all the attention. If they can take the focus away from the opponents, he can peek up and play what I call spoiler. He can be the one that comes out of nowhere and gets a quick knock whenever the engagement starts. And that's a lot like what you'd see Gaxi do from Ratio Edge. Very similar playstyle there. That's what I like to call spoiler, and I think some of the other talent and casters and analysts do the same. Spoiler position, the surprise attack, and then you have the container, not a container, but the player playing contain down here, looking to make sure that no one can wrap around. A lot of different names. Let's see, Party Beetle might be the one to engage this whole fight. He's gonna go for the crate. Okay, well, it's inside. Might as well play it there. There comes AAP peeking over the top. It's actually going to be Tico to get the knock on towards Cash. This should make it very, very not easily winnable, but very doable game for Game Frame. All of a sudden, they're in a perfect position. First date comes off for T-Bone. He has a tough task ahead of them. Hope Prone's down. Let's play it just on the other side. AAP ain't gonna waste time on that one. Now it's a 4v1. Page is by himself. Shots coming in. What can you do from here? Page founds one, finds two. Page, don't you even dare. Don't you even dare. Two down. Page is still alive. Molotov lopped on over. He still has a first aid. It pops off as well. The smoke is there. It keeps Party Beetle out of the battle. Now he's gonna be spotted on the side. Page, no, goes down. Party Beetle able to secure the win in what I thought was gonna be easy pizza lemon squeezy once cash register went down, but Page had something to say. Unfortunately, his voice wasn't quite loud enough to secure the game there. Great double though for him to finish off Omargan a 12-kill game. Good job by the Omargan squad in this one, and once again a very, very tough game. So fun one to end Miramar off of. But now my friends, it's very dark here. I know, sorry, it's very dark. I didn't want to turn off my lights today, but I'll turn on my big studio looking lights today. But that was game 1. Game 2, I should say. We headed on over to Sanhok just for one game. That's what I was trying to say. One game on Sanhok now, and 3 games on Wrinkle. Stay around, stay tuned. I will be back in just a short moment.
Sorry guys. Чому ви так? НЛТ он вообще...
Someone new.
Ready to see what's gonna happen here. It's gonna be I think the game is gonna end here. I think the game is gonna end somewhere between this compound, Humanin, and this compound. And if not, then it's just gonna end on this island. Where do you guys think it's gonna end? It's one of those two options. Over here, or up here. Or maybe we'll get a rare ending of the compound down here, because those never happen. That's also an option. I guess those are the three options we have for this plane. I want to see something new. I want to see a Camp Bravo ending, just because. Give us something that we don't see too often. That could be pretty fun. I wouldn't expect that to happen, but you never know. You never know just what the dealio is and what we're gonna get tossed up. So let's see. 14 seconds to go. And the gang will get themselves ready for Sanhok Brawl for, I don't know. How do you guys feel about Sanhok? I know, Sanhok is a very debated map in terms of competitive PUBG. Personally, I think it's okay. Do I like Sanhok for competitive PUBG? No. Can I live with it being there? Yes. Would I prefer to see Vikendi as soon as it comes out? Yes. But I know there are teams that like playing this map, and I know there are a lot of different ways to play this map. So respect for the teams that can find the like they can guide their way through the madness of this jungle. But yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts, guys? How do you like Sanhok? Do you think it's a good competitive map, or is it just fun for the brawl and for the crazy cluster engagements? I would like to know what your thoughts are on this map in particular. Let's see now. Players are jumping on out. Will we see any early skirmishes? We had fights happening both games on up towards Power Grid last game, so there was a bit of a hot drop. This time around, though, it seems a little more split as I say that. Will they go over? It seems like they will. Game Frame and Demoness might have a fight at hand, but not necessarily right off the bat. Tico and AAB, winners of last game, they're split 2-2 right now with Demoness in between them. Down towards the south. I mean, if you look at Omark and Ends, they've landed here against each other so many times before. Adepts as well, joining in the fun. They've been here a billion times. Face End here today, so Northern Lights will get Painan for free. Crimson, first one to die. Will this be a... Nope, it won't be a ratio circle. I knew that already, because we already said the game was going to end over here. So that's what's going to happen. Either it's going to end here. Like, it's going to just go somewhere up here. I want to see something else happen, but we've just seen these endings so many times. And normally WTSG wins those with like 13 to 14 kills. What I will expect to see is Omarken try and wrap around towards the east, up towards this compound. They will want to sit where Terminal is, approximately, up here. Is that going to be the case, though? We're not quite sure. Liquid, they'll push out slow towards this compound. They'll chill there for a while, then they'll push further up. And now let's see if Divinus, well, they have read the two-way split. Will they be able to catch Tegas and Party before they get out of there, though? I'm not quite sure. You can see Tegas not even a gun in the hand. He's just sending it. They know. They can smell it. They can smell the pressure. AAB trying to wrap around to help. They're forced to take a bit of a detour, but they should be all right. I mean, there's no one landing up towards Artin, so it should be okay. Now their next I guess you can say challenge is going to be dealing with WTSG if they decide to stick around and contest, but I don't think that's going to happen. At least I'd be very surprised if it does. It beats up. So started running forward. He's looking at the compound here. That's all safe and sound. It was looted, though, so it's going to have to... Wait, is it looted? Is there a door here? Hello, game? Huh. If it was looted, then someone had good loot because he just skipped out on a medkit. I don't think this is looted. No, it's not. All the other doors are closed. Just PUBG things. All the other doors are closed. Is Pizza looking around? Oh, will he find Ibro crossing the road? Oh, the foliage. Ooh, the timing as well. Ibro actually hops into a vehicle to get away from here. TB's gonna start shooting. Nothing connected. And I think Ibro might be a little surprised. 325. That's an early push out from a beast, and not something you normally see from Liquid, especially not this far north. So great timing from Ibro. Able to stay put. All of the Eveners swimming over. Didn't want any confrontation there. And well, fortunately for them, WSG is going to go up to the compound circle where they always go. Another team who's been playing these circles really well before is TSM, but of course they're not playing right now. So obviously that's not really going to be a challenge. They would normally sit down on the compounds on the south side as well. Play it pretty good from there. Face, they would normally try and wrap all the way around to the side and play up here. But I guess that's going to be a Na'Vi thing to do in this one if that's what they opt to do. Surprised to see actually that Tempers are playing as split as they are right now. I know it's still early game, but these circles are some of the circles that tend to end the same areas, which would normally be the indicator that how do you say it? Knowing or having a hint as to where circle goes, or hunch onto where circle goes. If you're in one of those areas that do tend to get magnets on towards them, maybe play it like it's 1 or 2 circles later, because it can be difficult. You can get pulled up and you can go, wait, what? It's only phase 1. What do you mean? And you'll get surprised sometimes. So it does look like, yep, Holly is pushing on over. They heard the vehicles from Na'Vi push on in, so Tamil looks around. Holly's coming up to help, and that's what I expected. Don't want to sit 1-1-1-1 way split up on that side of the circle, even though it's still early on in the game. Hence, they're running up behind the French and Adepts. Adepts will take the compound, and I would assume Ents to go for the east side one. Liquid plays the hillside on the other side. Phantom plays two-way split up towards the north of the road. They know that they have tornado energy inside Paradise, so that's why they ain't opting to crash all the way. Not sure exactly what Clip is shooting at. Maybe it's just destroying some tires. Let's see, Ends. They're going to be crossing over. You would think that Buster spots them, and yes, he has eyes on one. He must have seen that guy. I mean, we saw him. Of course, it's always easy for the viewer to say, oh, but he's right there. They won't know. They'll be looking at a billion different things at the same time. Here comes Na'Vi, though. They're pushing on over, and immediately they punish Tempest for splitting the way that they did. Holly trying to wrap underneath. Woogie has gone down. He's going to get flushed out as well. Tap is able to seal his fate. Let's see, though, if Tempest has a response on it. Buster finds 2 as well. That's Ends now in trouble. I want to see here, though, Holly. What can you do? Nope, that's the flank. Not being a flank anymore. He's going to get spotted out. D-match over the top. Finds Squeak as well. Diggory all on his own. Gets 1. Will be able to get the flush on towards him as well. So at least something going their way Ends. But how much more? I'm not sure there's going to be anything more. Because look at the magnet that this pulls in. James looks over the top. Finds Diggory in the open. And that's going to force both Adams and Liquid into confrontation now as well. K-Mite finds 1. Sunty goes down. Took a headshot. But sticked around. Peek once more. Liquid trying to split this one off and see what they can do from here. Do they have eyes down towards them? I believe they might. Clip found 1, but nope. The punishment comes in. And look, as I said, Omar King goes to play this compound. Oh, these games are so predictable, guys. I even know where all the players are playing from. Omar King finds 1 from Na'Vi. You can go back in the butt about 2 minutes in, and I explained to you exactly what was going to happen as if I knew. Best of luck. Ooh, looking to get away. Should be able to do so at least for now. Kemba does go down. Cash finds him. So despite them getting kills and the wipe. Ooh, a west shift. That's not too often we see those. This should be fun. Circle's going to go northeast and end up here on Tatmok. But it's still pretty interesting. It's not a shift that we see all that often. Or maybe it goes south? Huh, I can't actually tell where there's more landmass. I would think it's a Tatmok ending, but... or like a Mika's ending, I should say. But maybe a little variation. coming in here. That's always good fun. 22, they're still in the water. You might want to get on land at some point soon and raise your edge now, having crossed on over. They have a confrontation going with Northern Lights. And LT trying to wrap further forward. Should be able to do so. I got killed by Battlein the other day. Pretty much right here. That was sad. Just in the next warehouse. Let's see if you can find somebody else there. Oh, Battlein, you didn't miss that spray on me like that. You lasered me. That was also like a 150 meter 3x spray, so I respect him not getting the knock there. I'm just trolling. It's April 1st, you know. I haven't even made any statements that were troll statements today. I should have done that. Instead of a wrangle, we're doing the fantasy mode. That will be a troll statement. Battlein finds loss. Nice angle. Nate's gonna build up forward. One thrown in, two thrown in. Clay is gonna get blown up. Nope, no kills confirmed. As I say, that loss does actually go down. So one kill is confirmed. Nice Nate. Try to wrap it over. Take Clay in from over the top. And there's Gaxi. There's Gaxi with an M249. Who would have thought? The man with the beast. Or the beast with the man. I'm not quite sure who controls who when you have a gun that big in your hands. I'm not even going to continue that sentence. An Octave, Unity, they've managed to cross on over and everyone's gotten to the quote-unquote correct side of the water. There's still a chance that the circle settings were done wrong and the game ends over here, but there is also a... no, it's not going to happen. But it could be pretty fun to have one game of troll circles. Again, whoever is the host today, I think it's 17 from Liquid. So whoever is the host, maybe he throws in a meme. A little April 1st circle setting, you know. Ooh, a red zone. Haha, who would have thought? Or we're playing the final game on Karrakin. Who knows? A lot of options if you're the game host today to throw in some curveballs, but not happened just yet. Cash register, rotating south around. Maybe they're expecting the south shift here. Liquid sitting dead center. They'll be pretty much be inside that next circle no matter where it goes. If it goes north, they'll have a somewhat easy transition there. If it goes south, they should be able to go down there as well. Noki and Mikas, they're wrapping on over towards the other side. Iroh stands with his face in the wall, just waiting for... Where the hell are you, Iroh? Did he see? April Fools, motherfuckers! How do you even get up there? You jump up this thing and get up there? That is toxic, Iroh. That is toxic. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Let's see, new circle. Shifts straight east. So a potential paradigm city. I could also still get my ending up here. At this point, I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. You never know. Adepts, Unity, all setting up and waiting for these two teams to finish off the brawl inside of boot camp. Spiro has Lambalot right on the other side of the wall. I think both of them know that there are players nearby. Battlein's trying to deal with players from afar, but they need to first off deal with the ones close by. Quizzy does go down. I don't assume a flush will be coming in that one just yet. Lambalot is cornered, but as I say that, he finds Perfectix, so one not coming in. They know that Spiro's over the top there as well. Now Phantom in trouble. Up against Omar and up towards the north. Oh, the timing on the reload. You have 35 bullets. Lambalot, bad timing there. Especially if you reload, don't peek at the same time. That's a no. You don't do that, my friend. Gaxi is over the top. He has a big boy gun. Unfortunately, no big boy knocks coming in just yet. Nate in hand. One up, one direction. Nate's going to be coming in towards him as well, though. Able to get away from that one, but Spiro is around the corner. Ready and waiting. He found the knock onto deep, but no flushes commenced just yet. Lambalot does manage to get away. Clay Sealer is gone as well, but they're just two players left alive, and now they all have to push forward. Sunsy ready and waiting. Should here set around the corner. Indeed he does. It gets the knock on towards him as well. Sunsy finds one. Page goes down two. That's Melman finding him from afar. You saw Omar and earlier trying to wrap south around as they knew that the compound down south had been fought for and teams would probably be wounded or eliminated. So they pushed down there. Game frame, they've pushed up towards the north. Now a potential fight with them an entropy could commence in just a short moment. Clay in the meantime finds deep, so even though there are only two left alive, A little bit of a retaliation does come in. Uh-oh. I think Spiro heard something. Indeed, he did. You don't want to sprint, though, even if you get a player knocked now, which actually ends up happening. This is, okay, there's a full-on... Well, once you commit to hipfire, you commit to hipfire. That's just how it is. Spiro tagged up. Does get some tags on towards Clay as well, though. Molotov's now thrown forward, and you can see they need the rests because the circle is going to start closing in any moment. Actually, it already is closing in, but it's going to hit them, I should say, any moment now. Clay goes down, kill confirmed, but that's just the start of the travel. Quizzy is back alive. They got the knock on him before, and now they're in trouble already again. Defiance 1. And that's a bullet. And Octave is going to be able to get the flush on him. Furax got the knock, but flush comes in from elsewhere. Perfect actually needs to land some godlike bolt shots in order to get out of here alive, because there are 7 players looking for you. And phase 4 is going to connect now, so have fun in blue. Northern Lights, I don't think you're going to be making it out of this one alive. We'll see. 5 seconds to go. New circle is going to pop. Where are we headed? Tornado Energy have full paradise control. Is that where we're going? Are we going back down towards the shoreline? Indeed we are. Team Liquid sitting that center, but that's not always a guaranteed win, especially not on Sanok. Teams will be fighting their way through. Let's see. WGSG, they're going to be sitting north waiting for anyone to cross over. Will they see Tico? They might just be able to. Tico is running forward. I think he might just be out of line of sight. Yes, indeed he is. They can't get eyes on them. They might have heard... Nah, they wouldn't have heard these players from Divinus down towards the other side either. So, I assume right now the brawl is going to be in the northeast side. You have 22 pushing in. You have Bestalock still alive. You have Entry for pushing forward as well. And Lilia, it's going to be the first line of defense here, trying to see and hear them push further forward. Finds the first. Knows there's more players to deal with. Bestalock now finds someone from afar as well. He-Man gets in on it too. So all these teams brawling at the exact same time. And here comes your vacuum cleaner, Omar. And this is exactly how they like playing this map. Sweep around on the sides. Get a chance to third party and rack up kills before the late game commences. Corsac falls down behind a tree. Has to try and see if he can get healed on out. Flammy is pushing further forward. Might get eyes on Bestalock, but not quite yet. The Na'Vi player really being a thorn in the heel for Entropy, who theoretically had a pretty easy rotation moving forward, but here comes Bestalock. He ain't gonna be one to just hide it out. He knows that there's still a lot of players alive, and that placement points probably are not up for grabs, so he's gonna try and see what he can get with him in terms of kills before this one is over. 22 esports, they're in trouble. Now Vasco and Omar, and they've chimed in on the engagement as well. Looking to try and see what he can find. Millman has been flushed, so 3 teams, make that 4 teams taking casualties over this engagement already. Entropy trying to wrap North around on the other side of things. We have got WGSG brawling off against the Venus. Xiong found one, and I think they're going to disengage off it immediately because now Iroh has given the info across that he is a lonesome player and he needs help from his teammates. Tico is there. Party Beetle is pushing it as well. Ooh, the 2x means that he can't see over the top. Spots one underneath, but can't get eyes on the player above. He knows for a fact, though, that Tico is playing that tree. Might just want to take a B out while he has a chance to. Let's see. Here, Fool's Entropy. They get eliminated. Flush comes in. Ira wanted to secure the vision before he went for the flush. Makes perfect sense. Up on the south side, on the hills, we have Unity and Adepts as well. This is the phase 4 brawl that you normally see on this map. Everyone is trying to fight their way forward. Noki is looking around as well, trying to see what he can kind of contribute with. Spiro down to the blue he goes. Northern Lights out in 11th. And Unity for now, holding strong on the hill. They have 2 knocks on Adepts, and it's just Noki left alive. Circle once again going in the favor of Liquid. They're the only team alongside Meisters inside this circle. The remaining 21 players are not inside, and look over towards Paradise. This is going to be a cluster. I think Vasco might have jumped in too deep. I'm not sure exactly how he can get out of here without having to fight his way through it, because you can see Example is looking around for any kills coming his way. Vasco is going to be the one to get eyes on him, though, so he's going to be falling back down into cover. Vasco just bought himself some more time because his teammates can't really overcommit to try and get him back up on his feet. They've lost one already. Page has fallen. Let's see now up towards the north. Vard is still here. Maro is around the corner. Do they? No! Yes, they do. And the knock comes in. Flush comes in as well. Vard's finding him. Able to find him, I should say. Meisters is still there further inside the circle, and Xiong is going to go down, but oh my lord, Iroh from afar able to get the spray down. They should be able to get Xiong up on his feet as well. 4 still alive. They should be able to get Xiong back up. First or second knock, I believe, on him. Probably first. So not the biggest issue for them in terms of getting their player back up on his feet. Best of luck trying to slowly push this one through. 5 kills for the team so far. 2 for him. Maybe at this point you start considering those placement points. Last one goes out. That's going to be Navi finding the last Tornado player. So 7 teams left alive now. Party people flushed out as well. Best luck has been spotted. You need to keep running, buddy. Throw some 360s in there to avoid all the confrontations. Game Frame is still alive. Tico is running on the other. Oh, best luck. The reaction time. He saw just a pixel of him and he finds the kill. Double solos eliminated. Placement points harvested from the Navi player. Best luck trying to see what he can do here. Vasco's running in the blue. He might get called out. Indeed he does, but no, it's from behind. They came from behind, and that's exactly what Vard did. Able to spot him out and able to get the kill as well, and that's going to shut down the dreams for Best of luck in terms of trying to get more placement points here. Good 6th place finish though. Catch ready to stop. Spraying on over the top. Going for Shunk, trying to see what he can connect. 2 bullets were hit, but no knocks. Coming in circle now. Straight down in favor of Unity. They'll be able to stay put, at least for now. But Iroh has eyes over there. I think you gotta consider though. I think you gotta consider your battles. Liquid, do they have any kills so far? They have 2. Teams found 2 flushes. And the engagement so far, Noki spotted out as well. He's gonna have to figure out how he wanna push on this one. Having 2 teams look towards him, but it's up on the north side. How does this one end? Vasco knows that there's a player just around the corner. And I think Vard has a clue as well that they're splitting this one side by side. Sean goes down. Vard goes down. James finds one, but it's Vasco here right now who's doing the main damage. Vard falls told as well, and Iroh, it's all on you, buddy, to try and see what you can do in terms of dealing with the marking, because they are sitting tight on the north side of this circle. Ooh, orange, good damage done. They're all outside the circle. Look at how fast he's pushing in right now. Phase 6. T-Bone, I don't know if you have time for this, buddy. I do not know if you have time for this. Keep on running. Keep on moving. Keep on getting inside the circle. Iroh falls down as well, so that's going to be 4th place for WGSG. A lot of kills coming in for them, but no win, unfortunately. If you're a WGSG fan, 11 kills for Mark, and they lost Page early, so what they've been able to rag up so far has been pretty damn impressive. Page goes nope. Flashes from forward. Not sure exactly what he's aiming for. Doesn't matter. He goes down. Did Page actually think there was an opponent out there? So that's a bait, because there wasn't. I think he even had Mets still. I'm not quite sure. I will sacrifice for you, T-Bone, to get inside the circle. But Page, there's no one in front of us. Oh, feels bad, man. T-Bone, tanking. Yeah, that's a no. Denied. Liquid, you will not get more kills. Let's see if that's the truth. Unity, once again, sitting on circles. James, that's a double tag coming in from an Octave. He knows he hit them too. It's like, God damn it, just give me that last hit. Quasi is trying to flank off as well. James goes down. It's a 4v3. Should they be able to get James back up on his feet? So they would have the numbers, but they do not have the circle. The center is right on an Octave. Oh my lord, that nade. James went for the rest. If you go down now as well, came at an exact same position, that's going to be a bit of a oof. And Octave finds one more. He has 5 kills already. With those 2 flushes, it could be 7. Okay, mate. Still alive. It's a 1v2, though. On Octave and Orange, they're both there. They know he's tacked up. Let's see how they play on this one. Octave is over the top. What can you do, K-Mine? 1 versus 2. He knows that Orange is on this side. Headshot connected, but Orange connects it as well. K-Mine was already low on HP, and that's going to be a Unity win on Sanok. 9 kills. In a, to be fair, pretty interesting finish off on that one again. Fun circles we're seeing on Octave. 7 kills. In-game leader, able to rack up the kills as well. Love to see it. Love to see it. It's not always that that the in-game leaders are the frackers in the games as well, but that was a fun one. Again, as I've said from the beginning of this game, I'm not a big fan of Sanok, but they do tend to contribute some pretty fun brawl style fights every now and again. So as much as I don't like it from a competitive perspective, it does bring another aspect into competitive PUBG that we don't get to see too often. So I guess that's a good thing. Do I think Vikendi should be picked instead though? Probably. We'll see what's gonna end up happening. The only thing that's for sure right now though is we're gonna have make 3 more games left remaining, all of them taking place on Erangel 2.0. So stick around, I'll be right back.
Heroes tonight, we will fly above the sky. We are heroes.
good old new Erangel. It's not really new, is it? Sorry for having a runny nose and burping. I was just eating in the break. I ate too fast. I ate way too fast. There we go. We're ready. We're ready. I was okay. So I was looking at the map and I was going, okay, the plane. I was just like, you know how your eyes. Now I got hiccups too. Jesus Christ, Toby, don't die. You know how your eyes, they expect things sometimes. I was just looking for, like, my eyes immediately fixed themselves here, as in this is where the planes are in competitive PUBG these days. But no, this is actually a fair plane. Huh? Fair planes on Erangel in competitive PUBG. Who would have thought? We're not even gonna get a military game out of this one. Sarky ending potentially? Nah, probably not either. But I wouldn't mind seeing it. Now, okay, so let's. Okay, we'll wait till the first circle is shown, because I think it's pretty fun to have the discussions of, you know, those new areas added to the game, all the military fortifications around the map and whatnot, and how they can potentially impact in games. I mean, all force players to think playing Erangel in a new way. We have quarries been changed up, like some of the massive changes in the game. Let's see. Runway as well down towards military. Let's see though where things are gonna go down. Now for players or viewers, I should say, for viewers who are new to this, two things. One, there are 17 teams, not 16. It's not that there will be 17 teams in tournaments in the future. It's just that there's technically room for one more team on the map. Therefore, because there's so many teams who want to play scrims, that happens. Two, there are 5 players on each team, because this is what happens in the start of the game. All the coaches jump out to suicide, and well, they can then sit and spectate their viewers as if they were a player. So they won't be able to fly around and get eyes on everything, but they can see some things. Now, Northern Lights, they have been a team who confronted early game on Miramar, and had it been a day where FaZe was playing, they probably would have been fighting for Painan against them as well. And this time around, well, the fight escalates once more. Deep finds Marrow, and it's the Venus and them again. They're just spending the entire day brawling up against one another. Sphero spots Exvolution. That's a headshot with a burst action M16. That's the Venus. Once again, no, I didn't see it was the first coach to die. I didn't spot it. I think there was one before Miacho. I think there was one. If not, then that's Northern Lights, and I guess that's a pretty good start. Let's see if they get the circle. Potentially. Potentially there's a circle waiting for them. The Venus, not so much. They'll be going down and out. They'll be going down and out. Alrian falls as well. Last coach to die. No, actually not. Crimson and Zentex. They're way up north. And that's going to mean death coming in the early game. Seems like Ratio Edge are being contested. That's not something we see too often. We do know that Phantom like this area of the map. So, like, they've Phantom to me has been the one, like, has been the ones somewhat bagging off. Like, whenever they were in the same lobby, they'd be backing off. But now, not quite the case. They do still have a chance to run off. Ratio Edge lost one. They're kind of committed, or at least forced to stay in this area of the map. So, does Phantom try and dip here, or do they stick around knowing that they have the numbers? I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what the play will be. Mikas and Misa like the split from them as well. Rahina always changing up their positions. And down towards the south now. Tamil caught out miles out in the open. Free kill is going to wrap on over, try and see if he can get a kill on towards him. Thomas by himself with a UMP, remember. It's not a useless gun. It's not that bad a weapon anymore. It's still not the best gun, but it's not the worst. Clip. Drive by. Not gonna happen. He's gonna stop. As I say that, he does actually drive by. Find Kolsek as well with the M4, or with the AK. Free kill. Gets found by Tamil from above. And I think 22 Esports might be regretting taking the fight to Tempo here. Well, Tempest, I should say. Not the start that they would have wanted for sure. We don't have Blaze in, so there's no one sticking around in the shelter. This actually used to be, for a short period, for a short time, WTSG upped it to loot shelter and the neighboring compounds. But ever since then, I think it was ever since Blaze got in and other teams were kind of sort of contesting shelter. They opted to go further towards the west, and now they're doing this two-way split. I mean, 2 down here, 2 up here. That they have been ruins, or what would you call it? Ruins, Atlantis, or Watertown, whatever you want to call it. And compound-ish split. Huh. I don't know what we'd call this, but it doesn't matter because Clay is shooting. That's what we want to keep our eyes on. Buster, D-Mash. They're chilling as the rotations are starting to come in. D's already left. They do not want to be sitting around here. Oh my, that's a narrow angle. Clay, you might want to be on the other side of the building now that... Oh, no, never mind. He's not in the furthest outside apart from anyway, so... Wouldn't matter too much. Hong Kong, we killed one of your players. Bye! It's what's being said on the Phantom side of things. And now they're getting going. Millman, I don't know how I just jumped to you. I think I left-clicked when I meant to right-click. Millman and Tornado, they have a pretty good chunk of the, well, potential south shift down here. D-Mash just fell out of a vehicle. Unfortunate. Oh my lord. Imagine that situation where Clay has an 8x on a car 98 or something and he can get up on the roof and actually kill him. Saw it in the kill feed. Kill him. Oh, there's a rug in the way. Doesn't matter. Page goes down. Rotation's not working out the way that Omagan wanted to. They were scouting further forward, but the compound's taken by Adepts. And it's going to be them down. Orange is pushing on his own as well. And, I must say, there's been a little more action in this early game than I would expect to see normally. But then again, of course, I mean, we lose players down towards the south, lose players up towards South George. No one went military this game. Of course, playing wasn't really that optimal for military either. And then we lose players in military power. So I guess that's the confrontation that we got to see. Scope pushed up alone, but that's still going to be enough to force Na'Vi to reconsider their 3-way split. They'll send Tap and... I lost my train of thought. Tap and Kemba down towards the remaining 2 teammates. So what do they do here? Does Tap jump out and then Kemba, or does Kemba jump out and then they play 2-2, or do they play 3 here? Nope, that's exactly what happens. Kemba jumps out. Best of luck, might want to repark that vehicle. Didn't happen in time though. That's 1 tire pop. Still drivable. Still drivable. A little scuffed. What else will be rotating on in? And again, guys, any questions you may have in the chat, this is why I love casting these scrims, because as much as I want to, you know, you can call it try-hard casting if you want to, but as much as I want to, like, do my best to cast them and with a high competitive integrity, I also want to use this time to talk to you guys about the teams that are playing and how things are going and whatnot. How the engagements are happening and why they're happening the way they are. This, like, we can go a little more analytical when it's just me talking as opposed to... really slow casting. Ooh, Clip, you gotta hit those. Gotta hit those. So if you have any questions, do feel free to ask. Yeah, I'm not gonna guarantee that I can answer them, but I'll try my very best. Ah, bless me. Battle it. Up inside the wizard tower. Ammo for days. You need it. Ooh, he's been spotted though, and I was gonna say it's just a matter of time, and Tarmil with the bolt finds the knock. Now they know there's 1 angle less to worry about, and actually battling being by himself, they saw all 3 push down. That should allow for Tempest to push up towards it, and indeed that's what happens. Rookie pushes around the side, should be able to get upstairs potentially as well. He's looking for the flush, knows that there's only 1 player up there, so well, we'll just seal it with an 8, just make sure there's no one else there. Let's see, Woogie. He was the bold man of PUBG for a while. Now more people have joined in on the fun, and maybe they're contesting his... Wait, did Holly just crash their compound? That's aggressive. I like the play, but maybe you should wait for exactly that. Woogie finds the headshot onto Perfectix, and that, my friends, is when you start pushing, not when the fight is still ongoing. Molotov lobbed forward. Nade bounced forward as well. That's actually... Nope, they both failed. Both the smoke and the nade failed. That's unfortunate. Adeline does get flushed, so that's upstairs in the building. Tummel is right next door. Could potentially throw something upstairs. Let's see. Has a Molotov still to work with. If Wookie can find the knock here, that might be something happening. Perfectix. Molotovs himself. That is far from optimal. He's gonna take a lot of damage. He's also gonna block off the potential push from deep. Spiro is massively on fire now as well. Molotov's been put to good use. Burn, baby, burn. It's a disco inferno. Spiro goes down, and now Tumble and his teammates would have to push up this staircase. There's still one below, though, that did not see deep, and he finds the double. Far from optimal. Gotta keep track of all the angles. Woogie, my friend, you're by yourself. Can you do the drive-by? Nope, neither of them can. Woogie's gonna hop off out, though. He should be dead. Yes, indeed he is. And that is not how you do it, my friends. That is not how you do it. Will Spiro be able to get rest here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dead. Not gonna happen. You had to pick one. Indeed he did, and he ends up going down. Omarkin as well eliminated. Unity getting the better of them up on the northern side. And why, oh why the chaos? Well, because of this circle shift. Everyone is going to be pushing down towards the south. And now let's see Adusi in the open by himself. Is going to spot James. No kills confirmed just yet. More vehicles are coming in, though. And Maxi with the drive-by. Not going to happen. K-Mind, though. Hopped on out. He's going to get the knock on towards him. Adusi found in the middle, and everyone is sending at full speed forward, going down towards the south. Nogi exploded. Vehicle explosion. Gonna get him. It's gonna be a kill rewarded to Tixu. Sunsi gets in behind the Wizard Tower. Actually, inside the Wizard Tower. Gonna be chilling here for now. Vehicle is popped. He takes some damage as well, and it's Kimmelman going for the rest here. That's aggressive. I like the idea, but that is very aggressive. Let's see Nate lopped forward. Kimmelman is going. He's sending it. He's aggressing towards it. And it might just be possible. Oh, he jumped in, but he goes back out again. That nade, James, can you get it there? Does it have the arm? Do you have the nade abilities? One is lopped, one is thrown, one is bounced miles short. James now with the wrist. They know they're there. They know they're killed. Suffer grab. Second nade comes in. It's gonna bounce. It's gonna do damage to the vehicle, but no one taken down. Smoke's thrown now. They know they need the vehicles. One more. James, will you get it? It's gonna bounce forward. Oh, the timing. Had that been cooked just a half second earlier, that would have been a double kill, but not quite the case. They managed to get away. That was close. That was really close. Rage Edge, they're pushing in late. They've been passed already by the team. They lost a player too early on, and there is so much water in this circle. Remember, next circle can still go towards the water. We are dreaming, guys. We are dreaming. Next circle can still contain as much water as it wants to. So this one could get real ugly. It could also get pretty simple. Like if it goes further north, like up towards the northwest, now it should be rather simple, because 90% of the players will already be inside the circle. It's only Unity and potentially Game Frame that would have to push forward, but they would have ridge lines to play anyway. So if it goes to its west, it's pretty straightforward. If it goes east, it's going to be hard because you have the uphill. And you can see already now, except for Phantom and I guess Ratio Edge rotating south around, everyone is pretty much settled. No one's pushing right now. No one's aggressing. Everyone is staying in the compound, staying in the splits, looking for safe place, safe rotations. And right now they are. Phantom playing south around. I mean, everyone's just sitting and waiting for the next circle shift. 3-way split from WTSG. 2-way split for Tornado. As I said, Ratio Edge wrapping on over. Team Ash and Phantom doing the same thing, but everyone else is pretty much settled for now. Everyone will be waiting another 15 seconds for the next circle to pop, and then you will... I mean, depending on the circle, of course. If it goes up here, you'll see some of the splits go together. Sunsu will maybe... As I say that his vehicle did get popped, so he might not be able to get to Phantom and Furax. WTSG, they'll get together no matter what happens, I would assume. And everyone else is pretty much set together already. Let's see, where does the circle take us? Water is in, sure, but it's pretty much on land. And as I said, you probably see Sunseed move towards his teammates had he had a vehicle, which he now does not. And everyone else is pretty much settled already. Northern Lights, the 2 remaining players need to push in. Unity needs to find somewhere to go as well. Where do you go if you're Unity? Do you crash the center shack? I'm actually not sure. Also, WTSG, you can play it safe on the west side for a little while longer. Circles should potentially go up towards you. I guess there's enough landmass and all of this that they can go anywhere. But WTSG can maintain the split knowing that no one is pushing in from the west now. Navi up towards the north, looking around. And I think this is exactly what you want if you're Unity. If you can get that first knock and allow for you to set up a potential breach. Like if you can get a knock on a game frame player, you can push into the circle down there. There's really nothing you can do here. As long as that compound is in, and this down here is in, and this where farms is in. Like as long as these 3 are in, you cannot play anything on this side. It's practically impossible. Let's see. Northern Lights. Leroy! Jenkins, and that's to be expected. That will be the result. Having said that, Deep does survive. His tires are popped, I think. He's gonna keep driving though, and now he's further away from the circle than he was before. Did this work out the way that he wanted to? Did he stay alive? Will he survive next circle? I like the idea though. Well, where are people headed? Game frame will stick around. They can't push into this field as long as the south side compound is in. You can see from down here, even if they don't play the roofs, which they can, you're very exposed. Like, there's nothing you can play on this ridge line that won't get you shot at. Yes, you can play the dip. There's a little dip down here that you can play, but getting out of there again is going to be suicide. You need knocks towards entropy in order to play that safe, and also knowing that you have players in Milta, or at least one player in Milta still, you have to put your, you have to keep your back safe before you think on moving further forward. There's one compound open. I guess mainly because Adams is down to technically 2. They have Sunsi playing a solo game in towards the center, but that might actually come out handy because Phantom and Furix could potentially push forward towards that. Orange goes down, trying to breach on 22 esports. Not gonna work out. Set now spotted out as well. He's trying to drive forward. How will that work out for him? Let's see. Where can you go? Silent pull up on the wooden shack. Nope, he's gonna go for the concrete. Makes perfect sense. He should be able to get in as well. Furix is looking for him, but nope, no damage done. Vehicle is safe for now as well. And here comes the Noctiv trying to do the exact same thing. Not so silent pull up though. He's sending it full speed forward. Tries to get towards his teammate. Where can you go? Have they been able to see that this is open? I don't know if this is just a ballsy play or if it's a massive read. That is a good play by Noctiv to call that one open and make a play on it. Circle shifting in his favor as well. This is a great play. Set is pushing over now as well. That might be a little too aggressive. They know now you don't have the element of surprise anymore with the way that Noctiv was sending it forward. This is a massive play from Unity. Great read. Again, I don't know if it was just a lucky read and a gamble that there wouldn't be anyone there, but the fact that they get a pretty much center compound now, having been miles out on the edge before, very, very great play by Unity. That is that's a smart rotation. Squeaky tried to go send up, didn't work out. Tried to get the shack, didn't quite end up working out in his favor. Sunsi is chilling in the wizard. He probably will be for a little while longer. Not WSG. Where do you go on this one, Sean? What's the play to make here? He's gonna try and wrap further forward. Vehicle is already smoking. You have a little ridge line here you can play. He's tagged up, needs to get out though. Vehicle is smoking, might as well just blow it up now. I think that's what he's opted to do, but there are too many angles looking at him. Let's see. Miracle is wrapping on over. We'll try and see if you can play the same position. You got to prone down immediately. You got to throw some smokes if you want to stay alive, and maybe that's what Samsung fails to do early enough. Chong eliminated. Miracle has a position to play, and I think Vard and Ira will be able to play the same spot, but for how long? That's the real tiebreaker here. Combat finds 2, able to deal with some of the Na'Vi players. Tornado Energy finds Vard. This was the push down the hill from Na'Vi. Not sure exactly why they would want it to go down there, but best of luck. Is left on his own now. Na'Vi down to just 1 player. Far from optimal scenario for them to be in. Phantom, that's a headshot, removing a helmet. Oh lord. Best of luck. You're not in a good position now, are you? Here you go. That's a kill. Confirmed. And a flushed player. We did say that Deep wasn't going to make it into the next circle. And that was the case. Also smart play by Game Frame to not over-aggress, knowing that that player's behind them. Like, they stuck around, didn't want to push out before they knew that Milta was clear. Diggory makes his way inside the shack. Did what Squeaky failed to do. Now they have a double vehicle for cover. Interesting parking, but I guess in the heat of the moment, you just park it whichever way is possible. Melman tries to shoot up towards Sense. They are driving the... I think Squeaky might just have been able to wrap his vehicle further inside, just inside the circle. Yes, indeed, he did. Diggory playing this position means that they'll be safe for a little while longer. Best of luck does go down. Phantom able to find him with the SLR from way down towards the south. Well, actually not. He tried to push further forward, but he goes down. And again, keep our eye on an Octave and set smart rotation that could potentially put them miles inside of placement points depending on where the next circle shifts here. Takes two. Silent pulling up, trying to go down to the ridge line. He's able to get there, but how much longer will you be able to stay alive? I think you only live here for as long as your smoke's up. He has a rock and a vehicle, I believe. Yep. Or at least 2 vehicles. 2 vehicles and a smoke is what he has for cover. Ratio Edge, they've been quiet for the majority of the game. They pushed over for military, but now they're pushing in. One has already gone down. Now Gaxi falls as well. I don't assume a rest will be coming in unless Clay pulls off some master play, but nope, it's not going to happen. They have lost 2 though, Entropy. They're under pressure from Game Frame. This is exactly what they were waiting for. Wait until it's compounded out, and then you push underneath, and you can potentially even grab up here and play this position. Or will they have seen that there's a 2-man team sitting inside a compound you can breach as 4? Both players are going to be dangerous. But will they commit to one of them? I'm not sure. You might just want to wrap underneath, knowing that knowing that that Entropy and Ratio Edge were fighting each other. You could try and push underneath and play the ridge lines here, but they didn't want to overcommit to it too early, and I think that's what held them off. And as I say that now, indeed they are trying to wrap underneath, knowing that the compound is fighting elsewhere. They're trying to take over the position. Smart playing. I like it. Be proactive. Don't just take what you're given. Go out and take something away from your opponents. Oh, that's a ballsy parking. Let me just park it on the top of the top of the hill, where everyone can see. Maybe a little too aggressive. Let's see. Party Beetle. Gotta get some knocks here, guys, if you want to be able to make that push on foot. Gotta hope that that the Ratio Edge will try and help you out on this, but nope, not gonna happen. Clay goes down as we speak, and more teams are getting eliminated too. A, B looking over. Nothing's gonna happen there. Mikas tries to see if he can find Trico. He has him in the open. Can't quite find him, though. There's 1 damage. Or 1 tag, I should say. Immortal Tires. Ooh, spots him underneath. He even hit him as well. Oh, if you get knocked in your Trico, you're gonna get pissed, that's for sure. That's an unfortunate angle to be exposed from. Diggory takes it both gone down. That's gonna be ends out in 13th place, and now the push comes in. They have CIS players on both sides, and Bard is all on his own. This should be a kill. Yup, indeed it is. WTSG out in 12th place they go, and how much more do you commit to this now? I'm not quite sure. Dark Choice playing on foot. He's been pushing forward for a while, but he's gonna go down. Only found Tigo. But is it going to be enough? May just be Anonymous and Trico. They're pushing forward. AB is behind the vehicle, and they know this. Nate's now lapped forward. Try and see if they can deal with him. Indeed, they do. He goes down to Party Beetle. Is on his own with just the smoke left for cover. He's trying to play it safe on the eastern side, but it's not going to be easy. And it's a smart play, to be fair, by Entropy to push out the time they did. Dark Choice really, really, really becoming... I don't know if I can say the difference maker, but what forced Game Frames looked the other way for 1 second, and that's when Entropy looked over the hilltop. So great playing by the team, and you can see, ooh, lost that fight, came to an end before he wanted it to. Prone's down immediately. Did they see him? Yes, Flammy did. Lost goes down. Flammy finds the kill. But all of Entropy stay alive. Circle. I mean, it is 17 who sets up the lobbies. I'm just saying. I'm kidding. I am kidding. D-Mash gonna try and wrap down and play it safe. For how much longer will you be safe down there? Elias on the other side. All that's keeping you alive right now is a smoke and some rocks. Molotov thrown forward, way short. Leah needs to get some help though. Needs to get out of here, but I'm not sure how we do that. Elias is trying to hold from the south, and he ain't gonna leave before he knows his teammate is safe. And you can see they know exactly where he's sitting. The image does go down, though. Ali able to find him behind the rock. A good angle that Diaz couldn't see from where he was sitting. He does have a vehicle still as well. He will be able to wrap into the circle. Play where you saw WTSG play from before, and they'll have a spot inside this one. 4 guys in a vehicle. We've seen it before. We normally know how bad it can go. Smoke's thrown early. And, well, the YOLO rotation might just keep them alive, at least for a little while longer. Me set spots 1. You have 2 nades, buddy. You gotta start chucking them forward. That's 1. That would have been a Trico knock had it been old nades. No knocks coming in though. Anonymous does go down, but 3 guys stay alive. They smoke as much as they can, and they prone and they hide. Saki and Mikas will need to push in as well, and you can see they were waiting for the entire south side to get cleared out. Makes perfect sense. No reason for them to over-aggress. More nades thrown on in. Vehicle exploded, but only a corpse was there, so no kills coming in. Mikas and Saki rotating up to try and help. What do you really do from here? I'm not quite sure. Phantom has managed to make his way out. Sunsi is still trying to stay alive, but it's not gonna happen. Mexi finds him, and I'm sorry for not swapping around too much between the players, guys. Yeah, I don't want to. Oh my lord! Hello, Flammy. That nade had your name written on it. I'm trying to not swap around too much between the players because it does tend to force crashes. And if there's a lesson I've learned is that you can miss out pretty. You can miss pretty interesting end games when you swap around too much. So if you miss a few fights, then I'm sorry, but that would be the reason why. I like this rotation. Rahina, they know that they have to deal with these guys in order to push further forward. That nade should be golden. No kills coming in. Level 3 vest keeps He-Man alive. He's pushes straight into the second nade as well, but no kills coming in there either. They're shooting forward, though they can't seem to find the players. They have the smokes for cover. Now Mise over the top finds one, but he goes down immediately after. He-Man is there. Him and Trico are doing everything they possibly can to stay alive. And had this been the old servers, believe me, those nades would have killed them years ago. But nope, nades have been nerfed, and you gotta come to terms with it. When a player has level 3 gear, they're gonna be able to stay alive for quite a while longer. Vehicle turned around, trying to grant himself some cover. Are you just gonna push forward into the smoke now? You might as well just try and run them over then. Let's see what's gonna happen. Mikas looks far. Has to back off immediately though, knowing their player's just on the other side. Liquid still sitting dead center. Trico has a Molotov. He has one more. Knows approximately where the opponents are, but nothing's connected. Those smokes are only gonna last so long as well. Second one does grant them some cover. Mikas is trying to utilize that cover as well, and then eventually you'd have to think that Liquid can get eyes on them as well. Trico just proning and waiting for anyone to look in his direction. Mikas finds one, takes a headshot in return though, needs to back off. Now Trico pushing up, notes that damage was dealt towards the opponents, connects one but not able to find more. Has to try and reposition now, I would think, but he's gonna get spotted out once more. There's still one Molotov left for him to utilize, but it's not gonna matter too much. He should be able to back off into safety. Tries to get the vehicle down. Now Trico, you're in all kinds of trouble. You're in all kinds of trouble, mate, and I'm not sure why, but Rahina is not pushing more aggressive on this. You're 2v1, just go for it. There you go, finally. The kill comes in. That took much longer than it should have. You know you're in a 4v or 3v1, just send it. Vehicle coming into use now. That's a clutch tag by Nuki as well. His job was to hold off as they were pushing the vehicle into the dip, and he succeeds in doing so. Smart playing. Great shots connected. Phantom still alive. Do. Can we get some Toby Snake emotes in the chat? That's what the snake says as he crouches further forward. We'll see how many placement points he can fetch off of this. So far, he's in top 4. Liquid sitting dead center. 1 kill so far. That was the flush on on Sunsi. The kill on Sunsi up inside the wizard was their first kill of the game. Happened a minute or two ago. They're sitting dead center with one more circle left to come. Let's see. It's gonna end just outside the compound. This is where we're ending. Right outside the shack. Just outside. How will they fare here, Liquid? They have the compound. They'll be able to stay put. At least for a while. Unless if Tornado Energy has something to say. They have 5 kills already. Only 3 alive though. They've lost a doozy. Let's see what they can make happen here. Vehicle coming into use. This window's getting smoked off. I like the play. It's not always the smarter thing to smoke yourself off. Try and block their vision instead. That way you'll have a full field to push through. Okay, Mike, can you see anything? He's looking around, but he can't get eyes. As you can see, great smoke usage. But they need to use them now that they have them. That's the main issue. They need to use the utility while it's there. Elia has made his way to the wall. Oh, he caught a Molotov with his hands. No, that's not good. He's going to go down. Nice throw by James. He's the only one with an angle here. And he threw the Molotov right where he had to. Stay alive for now. Oh, can Mix see them? I'm not sure if he can. I don't think he can. He's full white now as well. No helmet left on him. Example and Millman staying alive as best as they can. In the meantime, the snake goes further forward. Yeah, we see you, Phantom. We see you. Molotovs, nades, everything thrown forward. Mexi is on fire. Aaliyah does get flushed. Examples down as well. Mexi goes down to the Molo. I wouldn't expect him to get flushed, though. They should be able to commit to a res in just a moment whenever Melman gets taken out. He's still alive on the hilltop. Now Phantom peeks over the top. That might actually end up catching them off guard. Indeed it does. K-Might goes down. They still haven't gotten Mexi back up yet. So it's Ibiza and its teams left alive in a 2 versus... Well, I was going to say a 2v1v1, but now it's a 2v1. Can they get Mexi up? They do have the a chance to do it. You would have to think they're going to commit to it. No? That's a... Oh my lord, that... that nade literally bounced up next to him, and that's going to be him going down. Smart throw by Phantom. I don't expect him to be aware that that's where a player was, so pretty fortunate read on his part. The Snakes have done the damage. 2 players left alive for Team Liquid, and now Rahina with 3. Actually looking pretty good in this one. James has to run away. The Molotov's doing damage towards him. They're going to play out on the back side of this one. Mikas is playing the center. He's prone as close as he can to the dot. The dot is actually inside. Wait, what? I didn't think that happened. The dot is inside the shack. I was always told. A lot of people told me, and I didn't believe them, but a lot of people have always told me, Toby, the games cannot end inside a building. Well, this right here proves you wrong, my friends. This right here proves you wrong. Phantom, you gotta start moving. Where do you go from here, though? 4 smokes in his hand. Does Saki see him? Yes, he does, and he finds the kill as well. 3v2. EP and James up against Rahina. Mikas is gonna be the first one to peek on over. No vision so far. They know they have Noki on the side. James finds the first. The game is gonna end inside the shack. That is not something you see too often. Smokes thrown all over the place. They know they have Mikas there as well. Headshot traded. Ibiza down to 40 HP. Blue is continuing to close on in. James pushing in as they know he's resting. Oh, he sees him. Hipfire ain't doing the justice. He goes down as well. That is so unfortunate. Ibiza is by himself now. 1v2. Has one on the side. Oh my lord, the timing. Ibiza looked for the kill, looked away, and the second he takes his eye off of the edge of the smoke, oh, there comes the last player. Liquid falls short. Rahina takes home the win. And yet again, guys, some pretty fun endgame situations. It's we've been blessed with fun endgames today. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's been good fun to see how these endgames have come.
millions of reasons. Together. Been fighting. Again.
Two more games left to play before today's games will be done and dusted. For those of you guys looking for a leaderboard, for those of you guys looking for all that, there isn't really one. I mean, there technically is one, but it doesn't really matter. Again, this is scrims, so it's not all that important to I mean, of course you want to win, but this is where teams try out new things. They go for different strategies. They maybe try and perfect what they're already good at. So it's not all that important in terms of leaderboard and like the whole day, the day as a whole. It's more just individual games and looking to improve on different things on each of your games. That's why they will try and maybe hot drop each other here as opposed to doing it in actual tournaments whenever they get to play each other. Now, having said that, let's look at this one. Pretty straightforward playing path again. Kind of fair. I mean, we have, what do we have? We have Navi looting Ferry here. That's really the only Western team in this. I mean, yes, of course, Rahina, they'll go to Gatka, but they have enough space that they can split pretty much however they want. I'm looking for Rahina actually goes Sargi this time around. That's interesting. Didn't opt to want to fly over Pochinki and go into Gatka. They'll be going Sargi. Could just have went Cube and taken cars, but I guess that's not something they opt to do. Two teams, once again, headed down towards South George, or are they? Is Phantom looting North George instead? Are they both going North George now? That would be stupid. That would also be kind of funny that they both go, no, we don't want to fight for South George, and they both go North George. One team did go, and the other team continues over. Smart read. I think they saw. They must have seen that the commitment wasn't there. Wait, as I say that, they take cars in North George, and now they're driving to South George with two teammates still parachuting over the top. This is some next level playing. They think they have them beat, and now they are coming South George. They might just want to go back North George though, because look at this plane path. Loss is landing in. Wanderer is with him. They're going to go for each their building. This is going to be bad. This is going to be real bad. Let's see. Loss has a pistol. Is it going to be enough? Wanderer doesn't have a weapon yet. Loss is chasing. Loss is chasing. Loss is chasing. Will he get a kill? He has 15 bullets. That's all he has. There's an Uzi on the other side, but it ain't going to matter. D-Mash and Wanderer fall down in an attempt to go aggressive that I do not understand. I do not understand the idea of that play. Buster now by himself. Diaz is miles away. Huh. That was interesting. Circle, it's gone up north. Unity, they'll have a pretty long rotation. Again, there's plenty of space on the western side of this circle, so should be easy enough to make your rotations on over. Quizzy just died. Last time I checked, he's a Unity player, so that's a feels bad, man. Now towards the north, D-Mash is still down. Buster can't really get away. Now he did jump out, but will he be able to run out? That's a vehicle. But I would assume, as you can see as well, everyone from Ratio H are looking for him. He's trying to send it over towards his teammate. He will get away, but they lose 2. Don't really gain a whole lot, and they have to go back past them in order to make it up the north. Maybe Mika's knew. Maybe that's why they do it north, George Rahina. Or is it Sargi, I should say. Maybe they knew all along that the game was going to go north. And that's why they opted to stay up here. Shooting range. Still being looted by Game Frame. Or Tico, at least this is the best place to loot. It really isn't, but it's always a fun place to go, I think. In solo games, at least. I'm not much of a hot dropper in solo games. For those of you guys who like to watch my streams. Shooting range, prison, and occasional South George and Yasnaya too. Yasnaya is good too. Can respect that. Let's see. Sunsea rotating over as one of the first. Where are they gonna go? Are they gonna push up on Beetle, or are they going to settle for a south side 1-story? Ooh, Beetle. Will he get caught in transition? No, he should be pretty safe on his crossing. They say that he's even shooting up towards him, going, no, stay away, I'm big and I'm dangerous. And it's gonna work out. Sunsea swerves off, goes the other direction, and that's gonna force them to play elsewhere. Tixo, would he have heard those shots? I'm not quite sure, but ends their rotating north around immediately. Adept still continuing their rotation up the hillside. Oh, Markin pushing up early as well, out of Yasnaya. There you go. Further up towards the north. They should be just fine with their pushing. Noki is here. Ends are coming literally flying into the compound. Rust and Ma, will he get eyes on Noki fast enough? Oh, the timing. Oh, Noki. That could have been a freebie for you, Rust and Ma. Had no clue there was one right next to them. Trying to wrap around on the side. Somehow just jump far away from them. Let's see. Now he's prone down. He sees them. He hears them too. Goes for the spray while prone. It's hard to see what you're really looking at here, but he gets eyes anyway, regardless. Rostenma does go down. He does find one first. One is above and in trouble, to say the least. Great headshot, though, coming in from Diggory. No extender, Max Creek and Diggory all on their own. Furax is on the back. They've only found one so far. They need to get away from here. Diggory. Fortunate that Sunsea can't hit the bullets that he had to there. As I say that, Furax does find him, so Squeaky is by himself, and that was an ambush, to say the very least. Adepts are ready and waiting. Could have gone bad even earlier had Nuki started stuck around instead of falling back, but it sure as hell went in the favor of the Adepts team. Squeaky is looking around. Maybe he'll try and see if he can engage on it. They know that he's there, and I think they're just resing the safety. We might be able to get back up, but no, I wouldn't think so. You'd have to expect that that Adepts will go for the finish on Squeaky here, because I mean there's just no reason to play an area with a player, like knowing there's a player in that compound next to you, and you have to kind of respect him all the time. Just go and get the flush. It's a lot easier said than done, but you know what I mean. There's no reason to waste time on it. Yep, he's going to be running. Furax is going to see him, and that is going to be ends out in last place. So tough start to the second to last game for Ends, Shong, and WGSG. They'll be rotating on over. Liquid are pushing up as well. What are you shooting at, Soggy? Oh, he's popping tires. Toxic, Soggy being toxic, I guess. No? What were you shooting at, Soggy? What? Hello? Just testing out his gun, I guess. That's fair enough. Let's see. Entropy. Thought they had a compound safe. Not quite the case. So Markham were there, ready and waiting. They get themselves a free vehicle, some loot. And 2 kills over that too. Not exactly too bad. Navi, they'll be wrapping around further towards the north. Of course, having heard the shots. Trying to back off and see where they can play safe. Do you stay up here though, or do you wrap around into Savernia? I'm not really sure. Not really sure what you do in this situation. If you're, I mean, you don't go into the water, that's for sure. Hello, best of luck. Wait, did he DC? No, he's looking around. Best of luck. Are you okay, mate? He did DC. That is no. Get back, best of luck. Get back. Get back to where you once belong. Oh, any Beatles fans out there? Come on, best of luck. Nope, he didn't get back. That's unfortunate. That's a feels bad, man. Oh well, shit happens. I think the reason you saw them all crashing down in the vehicles was that, oh no, he crashed, and they tried to like pop their vehicles in, like bump them into his, so they would change his direction, but that didn't happen, and he ended up dying. Unfortunate. From one CIS team though to another, Millman shooting towards the Venus, but it's going to be Aaliyah to find the knock on tomorrow. They know that they're down there. Let's see what they can get done here though. Adusi finds Explosions as well, so that's gonna mean one safe and open gas station with extra vehicles and some more loot. Punches are coming in. As we saw before, Aaliyah barely had any ammo, so goes for the punches. Explosion is trying to snail track all his attachments and everything. Circle continues up towards the north. They're fighting shoes. But able to find the first. Finds Clip as well. Able to get him down. Now Woogie needs to get the hell out of there. Last remaining player on his team, I believe. Yes, indeed he is. They were surprise attacked by 22 Esports. Not sure exactly how that happened, but weren't ready for that one at all. And Tempest needs to get the hell away from there. Everyone else rotating up towards the west. WGSG. They have settled for shooting range. Seems like a pretty good spot to be right now. Of course, next circle can still include water. So we could see a lot of water inside the next circle too, but there's no guarantee, of course. We'll wait and see how things are gonna pan out with that. Party Beetle looking for a kill. Ain't gonna be able to find. Well, I did manage to tag up Meisters, but now, as I was expecting, it's just a matter of time if he keeps peeking like that before WSG will start shooting at him. Iro tried to jump into safety, not gonna happen though. Tegas takes him down. Shong finds one on the other side. He will need to find one more though. Forced down to reload. He's gonna re-peek into it. Knows that he has Cunio on the other side of the vehicle. Backs off once more. Where are the teammates? They're nowhere near. Nate thrown forward now. Throw it far away so you can go up and get the safe loot. The insta-kill was confirmed. Iro though with the Molotov is taken down. Tegas able to find him, and the fight continues, as you can see. And that's actually Woogie Boogie who just crashed the shack on the other side. So game frame, they're in trouble. I did say that. They do manage to get the kill. Actually, it's Misa to find the kill from the northern side. So kill confirmed. Team Eliminado. That's gonna be Tempest out. Ooh, that's a scary place to go for a rest here with no smokes, AB. Tegas trying to push into help. Miraku make that Vart looks over the top. Party Beetle is pushing underneath. He's not safe though, because you have Kempa shooting from afar. 14 HP, one more attack should do it, and indeed it does. He goes down. Now I do believe he kind of fell into safety there, being knocked. If not, then Mises should, if he scopes out for a split second, be able to see that there's a crawling player making his way over in that direction, but he doesn't have eyes. He does not have eyes in that direction. Still has 132 bullets, so should be plenty enough. Oh, there you go. There's the read. And boom, Misa finds the flush. Kill confirmed. New circle is gonna pop in a minute's time. Let's see up towards the north though. Deep trying to push forward. That's once again 22 Esports fighting it through. Combat finds his second kill of the game. He's looking for more though. They have Northern Lights a little further up towards the north side. One more M249 being put to use here. Choice tagged up. Decent split from Northern Lights. Unfortunately for them though, they're on the far end of the circle, so as good as it is right now, they will have to you would have to assume push past Severny or maybe Omarkin at some point later on. Tegas falls down as well. WGSG able to stay put in the split they had. Thought they were going to fall apart when Iro fell down earlier, but they've managed to hold strong. Is he? I was going to say he's got to be downstairs, right? Yes indeed, he is in the bunker. Lucy finds Phantom. No kills confirmed yet, though. Let's see next circle. Well, we excluded a lot of the water already. That was fortunate. What is Mexi doing down here by himself? I'm not quite sure. But he is he's somewhat isolated. Maybe there's an easy enough rotation over the top towards his teammates. They will need him, though. Mexi is starting to drive. Lost might be able to run up towards him. We'll see where he stops. He stops here. Okay, so he wants to keep a split with his teammates. I think he may just have hurt. Did he just start shooting as well? I think Mexi is a little confused with what's going on. He has lost just on the other side of the hill. I think he knows, and he was just shooting to go, ah, I'm scary. Guys, I need you. James is way up on the hill, but that's far off. Research. You can see James is trying to look over his head to make sure that no one's able to kill him, but like a rotation away from her is going to be damn difficult. James is an M249 as well. Not something you see too often in competitive PUBG, but there are a few players that pick them up every now and again. James being one of them. See if you can pop the tires on a vehicle. Boop, that's one tire popped. Ooh, you'd have to think that Lost comes in and punishes this one in a moment. He's pushing forward. Fin on fin action. Oh, he saw him run over the top. But the thing is, he's miles out in the open here. I mean, as soon as James looks this direction, that's going to be player spotted. And there is his shot. There is the cue that, I mean, for Mexy's sake, he should try and get the hell out of there. It's just not as easy as it sounds. Misa falls down. Nuki again, wide split for Rahina up on that side of the circle. Now 22 esports, they've committed to a rotation far around the edge of the circle towards the south. They'll be running straight into a doozy in just a short moment. You have to expect him to be ready and waiting. He's going to hear the vehicles too. Headshots connected. Dark Choice slaughtered within seconds. Adepts taking damage. Combat forced out of the vehicle. Former teammate of the Tornado Energy team. No kills confirmed. Yeah, though Adushi actually being the one to take the spot away from him, and he goes down. Teams falls as well, but that's elsewhere on the map. Flashbangs now lopped on in. Rage Edge eliminated. Liquid able to stand strong as they came down to help Mexy in a time of need. Freakle goes down too. That's Melman finding the kill there. So action commences once more. Tornado Energy stands strong. 22 esports had a good thing going, but they fell off. And great play, you gotta say, by Liquid as well. Now we didn't get to see it, but you would have thought that Mexy was kind of caught on his own there for a while, but not quite the case. They keep 4 alive. Unity though, they are in this area. Do they know? The K-Mind is just over the top. I'm not sure they do. He has been hurt though, as you can see. So maybe shots came from set team. Circle shifts towards shooting range. Unity, they're gonna leave. There are some small areas, some small fun areas. There's still fortification down here as one of them. Of course, now it's just outside the circle. Where do you go if you're Unity? They send it down the hill once again. Set in an octave. They had a good one going last game. Smart rotations granted them some placement points, but how far are you going this time around an octave? You might have sent it a bit too far. They're going for the dip. There are crash players, and here is your NLT and Unity brawl. The M249 comes in handy for Vard. Oh, for Battlein, I should say. As he gets the knock, and this is a vehicle graveyard, if I've seen one. There are so many cars here. A vehicle crate graveyard. And I'm expecting more cars to come plummeting in at some point. Set stops a bit further down the ridge. That makes sense to me. Xiong is pushing around. He knows there's a player on the other side. Does he see him? Yes, he does. Tagged him once. Oh, Savage, you gotta connect those. That's unfortunate. Swaps over to the mini. He knows exactly where he is. Just gonna... Oh, there you go. There's the knock. There's the knock. It took a while, but he got it. Fortunately for Xiong, he has a bit of a ridge landing him prone in. Able to stay put. Nate lopped on over. Ooh. Goes for the smoke. Should bait it. Oh, this is a knock player, so it's not gonna matter too much. Oops, battling. No one saw that. Orange finds Xiong. Caught off. And Xiong is able to... I mean, Xiong finds Perfectus with an 8, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact. The rest should be coming in any moment now. Orange is by himself now, though. Liquid playing on foot by themselves is going to be interesting to see as well. They're going to be continuing around that way. Will they wrap around north? I would assume to see them try and push north around, depending on where the next circle shifts. But they have both options available. So maybe just stay on the west side and see what you can do from there. And yep, the spy himself. We lost Kemba earlier. Looking around, knows that he has Anonymous, feels in the nearby vicinity. I love how Bart is driving around inside the miracle. Gets the kill. Oh, at least they're now going towards one. Bart was just the bait all along. Woo! Nice tag. 84 damage done. A throat shot, might say. Teams finds the flush onto Bart. Miracle might be thinking twice about peeking that window again. By himself, he's gonna place in the compound, and I think he's just gonna chill for as long as he can. New circle. Popping in 5 seconds. This one can really be telling of how this end game is going to come to be, because if it goes northeast here, it's going to be horrible. Send us up, but there's so much open that you cannot play. Even with Severny out, it's still going to be damn difficult to play the open north side. So if you're saying, okay, so for the most part, teams are in already. The only team that really has a tough push ahead of them is Omarkin. Let's see how they can make that one happen. Asko's fallen already. That's a tough start. An already difficult rotation. Anonymous is gonna go from one safe spot to the shack. I love how Millman took that shack position to try and make sure that they can't play that. Don't play two on the hilltop. Go down and hold them out. I commit to holding out a mark in here. That's a smart play. Only issue being if Millman falls here, there's no risk coming in at all. Cash looks for a doozy. They're split very, very thin. Tap, tap, tap away. Nothing connected. I mean, he looks straight on to me. Does manage to hit him once. No keep over the top and we crashed. God damn it, Toby. Stop swapping to players all the time. Can we get back in? Is it one of those crash but not a crash? Nah, this looks like a crash. And now we have to reconnect twice because PUBG things. So we get back in as fast as we can. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. We are loading, we are loading. We're loading as fast as we can. PUBG has its way of not running so fast these days. I think it's when you have the videos in the beginning, but I don't think there's a video right now. It just takes a while to open the game. I don't know why. Let's see if we can get back in. The first reload usually causes another crash.
Я туалет. Ну, это будет чаще всего это шутинг. Я очень уверен, что это может быть случиться. И вот эта open зона, и тогда два туалета будут
Oh no, Mexi, the snake spotter, gets eyes on these, but oh my lord, he had no idea. Mikas thought those shots were headed towards him, and that's not the case. Nuki, though, is there to retaliate. So, Phantom eliminated 9th, given how much craziness we've been through already. How many cars are there here? Tornado Energy tried to crash into it, but Tulin is there to help. Gets both Melman and Doozy down. They will be able to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vehicles. 9, 10 with the bikes and the buggy. There's so many corpses. If you need meds, if you need bullets, you have... my bet is there's approximately 2,000 bullets here. In this area. Like, within my camera right now, there are 2,000 bullets. Obtainable. To anyone who wants them. And right now, I think that's gonna be... Northern Lights. Let's see. Mexi is pushed up towards the side. Mike and James are looking over. Do they know that they have an orange snow just inside? I think they do. You can see the way James is holding the angle. You'd have to expect him to be aware that there's still someone around that side. From now on, we're playing Thomas the Choo-Choo Train every single time we have a crash. For the memes. We might as well embrace it. There's nothing we can do about it. I just have to stop jumping straight to players. I was doing pretty good at that. We didn't have a single crash on Miramar today. I was doing a pretty good job at that earlier. But I'm sorry I let you down, everyone. I let you down. Circle shifts north. Doozy is gonna stay in. Navi will potentially have a play to make. A lot of what's gonna happen is gonna come... Like, a lot of the outcome of this is gonna come down to how Northern Lights play this. They are up with 3 and they have a chance to push further forward. More smokes being deployed. There's a bit of a gap between them, though. Now I do say Batulin, I would say, have to go out and play the outside instead. But you'd have to expect Senya to... Ooh, he spotted 3 players. He immediately backs off and goes, yeah, no, that's... Yeah, I'm not pushing that direction. Don't have my car anymore either. Not gonna be easy. Miracle, prone in the corner. Battling, look over the top, finds Kemba. Senya's around the side as well. That's 1 tag. Not gonna be able to get more of it. Mexi spots people. Strafe, left, right, left, right, left, right. Lean as much as you can to make sure that no one can tag you. James with the bolt finally finds Orange. That was the last player to deal with, and I like the way that Liquid has split this one 2-2. Keep 2 on the edge, looking to make sure that no one's pushing towards you from inside, and then take 2 on the edge, on the outside, but inside the circle, to make sure that no one's crossing over from the west side. Just constantly make sure that you have somewhere to go while your bag is still clear. Smart playing by the Liquid team. Game frame still 2 inside of the inside of the bunker. 12 players still alive. Northern Lights trying to cross over the distance. I'm really afraid to like hop over to a player right now. That's why I'm not doing it. I would love to go and see from an inside perspective. I just don't want to crash again. So we're gonna fly around behind players for now to try and avoid end up dying. Batulin, need more bullets, bro? They're just spraying in the smoke. I think there was a bigger chance that Senya died there than him not dying. As I say that, he peeks over the top, finds 1. They're just spraying through the smoke. 7 bandages is all Senya. It's gonna prone down. Mexico's down. That's Tico. Finding him, they finally pushed out. Now Doozy. Doozy is already Batulin. Will you get eyes on him or will you not? And will Nuki maybe become a nuisance? Not quite the case, at least not for now. Nuki is over the top. Has flashbangs, nades, and everything available. Spots Batulin. Tags him twice. Who has more bullets? It's a battle. It's a brawl. It's not gonna matter because Spiro is there to help out. I don't think. Oh, maybe, yeah. He actually should be able to get the res up towards his teammates. Should be able to get the res up. Let's see, Miracle. It's caught down here by himself, and I think if you're James, you're aware of it. No, he didn't see him. He's looking again. He missed Miracle jumping out. That is really fortunate for Miracle. And now he has a Ridgeline to run on now. As long as Northern Lights team don't get eyes on, then there's a chance. I don't think his bright blue SLR will help him remain incognito for too long. Let's see. Nope, they don't see him. The power of the WTSG hoodie. They do not see him. And I think if you're Miracle right now, you just stay still because you're inside the circle. You're just prone and do absolutely nothing. Where do you go from here, though, if you're Northern Lights team? They're not inside the circle yet. Huh. Not inside the circle just yet. Where do you push from here? 3 alive on Liquid. Miracle is chilling. He's alive and chilling. They have no clue at all. 1 spotted. 2 spotted. Finds the first. Commits to the flush. Gets the second, but goes down in return. And now, Game Frame, what do you do here? What do you do here? Burn, baby, burn. This should be fun. Molotovs all over the place. You gotta commit to it. You gotta go for it. It's not gonna matter. K-Mine finds the double, and 8 kills later and a crash. Liquid get themselves a chicken dinner to well, I mean, to set themselves up, I should say, pretty well coming into the final game. So 1 more game left to play, guys, before this day is done and dusted. And remember, tomorrow we have the qualifiers for Trophies Tryout Thursday. It all went a little ape shit because things went wrong on Tuesday. So tomorrow the qualifiers, the finals will be on Friday. So the next 2 days will be filled with PUBG action as well. So yeah, it's amazing. Follow the channel if you don't already. That's where it's going to be streamed. So the next 2 nights there will be competitive PUBG on my channel, and there's still 1 more game to go here. So let's stick around for a little while longer as I bring you into the final game of today. Just gonna find the right scene, and there we go. Anything by winning scrims other than maybe less notes from your analyst, the coach. Maybe he'll just say, "Good job, guys. You did everything you had to today." I don't feel like that's the case for anyone, though. I'm not taking anything away from anyone, but we haven't seen that one team that has just gone out and dominated the entire day today, which I guess is also a pretty good thing. Everyone has had their ups and down moments, and overall it's been an interesting day. Circles have been pretty brutal for quite a big portion of it, and this plane is a little more esports than the other ones were in terms of that potential military game. I feel like a day of streaming PUBG isn't a day done completely before you've had a military game. Is it just me, or is it the way it is? A day is not done before you've had a military game, and this might just be the case. There's no guarantees, but they have been very frequent lately. Again, I'm not really sure what causes it, other than the fact that the circles have to touch the planes to some extent, or at least they usually do. People have told me it's not the case, but it usually does. I would love to see a plane like this, and then have like just like last game, a Severny circle. It just doesn't happen. They don't happen very often. And by very often, I'm saying I don't think I've seen it for the last year and a half on esports mode anyway. So let's see where this one takes us in a minute and a half. Before that, we'll get on over, get the game started. And again, guys, I just want to spend a second to say thank you so much, everyone who's tuning in today. I think it's amazing that so many of you want to sit here and watch the pros practice. The more that we support what goes on here, and support all the other tournaments going on, the bigger the chance that we can turn the ship around and get PUBG back in its rightful direction. Because I think I can talk on behalf of a lot of you when saying that we do want this game to succeed and to stick around. Because I have come to love this by quite a margin, and I think a lot of you guys have as well. So let's do what we can to support our tournaments and different opportunities we have to support the streams. I think is amazing. Not from a financial perspective, just from watching and enjoying. Miacho. Did you by any chance just touch the edge of a tower?
That was legitness. Yeah, it was.
I have way too many weird sound clips. Let's hop on straight into this one, though. This time around, it seems like there's a little bit of more of a skirmish going on for vehicles in the center. Demoness, they're kicking teams away. Don't want to let them take their vehicles. And well, Mauro from the roof looks like he wants a kill early on people in parachutes, but it's not gonna happen. Everyone has now landed. All the eagles have now landed, and they'll be safe and sound, at least for now. Adepts, they're looting the northwest side, or just west side, I should say, of Yasnaya, with the Markin splitting on the other. And you can see Page actually all the way down south. This is a little interesting. I mean, now teams don't normally fight for CDC when they land together, unless, of course, if it's Pachinki, because that apparently is a city that you have to stay and fight in. Wait, Miacho actually died. That's what I was thinking. I thought it was the coach. Okay. Toby, the Sherlock Holmes, is deep. He's gonna theorize this one. Plane came in east to west. Battle and DC'd. He couldn't get back in. As I say that, hold that thought. Anonymous, where are you going? Nah, he's safe. We don't even have to look at that. Never mind. Let's head up there. As I was saying, he's safe. No worries. So, what happened was, the plane came from east to west. Battle and DC'd when the game started, so he couldn't get in. Therefore, the coach was gonna play as they flew on over. The coach was going to play. But then, just as the plane comes to an end, Battling goes, no, I'm back in. And then the coach, midair, Miyachi, goes, oh no, I can't get down to the water. I have to kill myself somehow. And then he just clipped himself on the cliff and left himself to die. Toby solving Cluedo puzzles one by one. Flammy and T-Bone having a skirmish 1 versus 1. Nope, not quite the case. Flammy backed off. He's going to take the other compound. And you can see already now how much commitment is being taken into grabbing a place to sit here. People don't want to have to play the forest circle too with no vehicles anymore. Circles that go in this area are tricky to play, to say the least, if you don't have a compound. And you can't split them too wide either. So entry fleet, they're wrapping north around trying to get something. Omar and they've settled themselves with a kind of a 2.5 way split. But they'll be fine for now. They'll be fine for now. Ends wrapping north around. We'll be trying to see what they can fetch for themselves. Adam's already up in this terrain, like this area of the map. So how is this gonna fare? Will they fight? Will they not? You wouldn't expect Rustedmar to drive straight down towards the compound, especially not if they know that there are 2 teams in this area of the map. You would have to expect them to continue north over. As I say that, though, doesn't seem to be the case. Hello, guys. Here comes Ends. Nope, they are indeed trying to wrap underneath so much that they crash into each other. Rustedmar, keep driving, keep driving. These ain't bumper cars. They are real functioning vehicles, and Cash Register might have a welcome present to Ends wrapping their way forward. Nope, not quite the case. Ends rotate wisely, make their way safe, and this should be the Ends end station, I would have to think. You would have to expect this is where they settle. They split up, they take control in the east, and I think they'll be fine for now. What is Adepts doing? Are they Leroy Jenkins! Here's the French bridge, don't run each other over. They are committing to this one. They've read the 2-way split and they want the fight. Let's see what's going to happen here. Paige and Cash are all on their own against the entirety of Adams. They knew they were split. They knew they were jumping in. But now they're going in one after one. What is going on here? That is not how you want to breach whatsoever. 1 gets spotted. 2 get spotted. Oh, my lord. Phantom lining them up. Takes them down. Here comes T-Bone. Might as well get the last game out of the way immediately. Tries to see what he can find. Takes on the first. Wants to go for the flush. Not going to happen. Spots the second. No more ammo in the gun, though. He's going to go down. Phantom finds him. And as ballsy and scary a play as that is not a bad read at all by Adams. It's not working out the way they would have wanted it to right now, though. Vasco is by himself. Jumps up over. Down goes Omarken Sports. This is a play. I literally talked about it just a second ago. Teams will crash. Teams will crash. Speaking of which, here is the Finnish pull-up. Finland versus France. What's gonna happen here? They've committed to it. They know that it's up for grabs, and I said it just before. I literally said this is an area of the map that teams will try and breach earlier, so you gotta reconsider for how long you're splitting. Same thing that we said early game on Sanok. It's the same type scenario that we have here. Take Soup. It's around the side. They know they have them inside somewhere, but nobody wants to send it in, at least not yet. No nades in the head. Oh, did he see Sunsea upstairs? He might have. Nope, he's looting corpses. The thing about this building is that these staircases are so damn suicidal to have to push forward on towards. So unless you have flashbangs, nades, something of the sort, they can be very damn difficult to push through. Molotov thrown forward, no damage done. More smokes being used to try and hold off. Nate now lopped in as well. Molotov up too. Sunsi is under fire. He's running away. He should be going down to it. Furex goes down, that's for sure. Sunsi goes down as well. Phantom is by himself. This is the power of the Molotovs. It's so damn difficult to do anything to stay safe. Let's see. Takes Soup first one in. He's rapping his way further forward. There's two players on their feet. They're both alive. On the other side of this smoke, here comes the first Squeaky. Finds one. They can't find the second. Phantom finds Squeaky. It's in the corner, and it's only a matter of time. No. He actually found one more. Rusted by almost taken down by his teammate, but not quite the case. Adams go down now as well. I'm just looking at the map. Who's going to breach this now? Come on, Entropy. Come on, you know you want to. Come on, Entropy. Come on. Do something. No, not quite the case. Is that a bison? It is! How did I? That's a Toby. Good job. I'm sure that a lot of you guys would not have been able to tell that was a bison. I was like, what the hell is that all about? Maybe that's just one of those contribution calls going like, yep, good job, guys. Nice shooting. I respect that. Battlein, he has a long rotation ahead of him. He's been, I guess, sailing since Primorsk. We haven't really been keeping track of it, but he's been in the boat for a very long time. Now he's trying to wrap further forward. Let's see, Circle, send us up. Tempest, a good three-way split. Harley is playing the well, I mean, it's not really new because we've played this map for a long time in terms of public games, but new to competitive PUBG. Fortification. A lot of this terrain has been changed with more trees being added and whatnot. In general, around the mansion side. Of course, the warehouse itself, or museum, what you want to call it now, has been changed as well. Take Suit. Just found Flammy. He's knocked. He's a solo player, so Trigo needs to commit to the rest here. En's already pulled up once. Two guys are in vehicles. Are they doing it again, or are they just reparking? Seems like they're all trying to get their cars back around. They heard the car come down to get the rest onto to Flammy, so they know there should only be two players in that compound now. Let's see. Ratio Edge, though, on the northern side. They've been quiet so far this game. Now might be the time to brawl it on through. There's another 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go until the next circle will be shown. So for the next little while, it's going to be teams trying to see if they can spread out and get themselves some kills. Set spots out AB. Nothing connected. Mexi goes down as well. Tried to rotate on through, but Adusi able to pop him out of the vehicle. Shots fired to Takeo as he rotates on through. That's a teammate shooting, so the info will have been given, of course, that there's one trying to wrap underneath. Not able to find him, though. Oh, nothing connected there. Tricky shots to connect anyway, so not expecting that to work out. Let's see, though. I mean, this next circle, again, there's so many fun circles within this circle. You could go far east into the water and make it hard for everyone when they have to play up the hillside towards where Tempest is. If you go west into the fields, which are, I mean, now they're better than what they were before, but they're still extremely difficult to play. South towards prison, again, a lot of open to play through. North into forest, that's probably, in all fairness, what would be the best for the majority of teams, because even though it's not good, you would have somewhere to crash, and then we could go even further north into the massive fields up there, which would just be horse shit for everyone except for Ends, Ratio Edge, and Entropy. So a lot of fun scenarios here in terms of where circles will go. We have to wait another minute though to see where the next one is going for sure. Miracle looking around. What can you find? Spots Phantom pushing in to into Yasanaya. Ratio Edge. This is the compound of breaches. That's going to be the name from now on. The compound of breaches. Just waiting to see Ratio Edge pull up on it. Not quite the case just yet, though. Another 20 seconds to go until the new one will pop. Rahina making their presence to the circle. Unity still split really thin. If you look at this one, they're just trying to massively hold off the the southeast side. Still plenty of room over by Shelter. Where is this one going, though? 5 seconds to go. Quickly, in the chat. Where's it going, guys? I'm thinking this is going to be a mansion ending. But who knows? Let's see. This one. Ooh, hard shift towards the northeast. Or hard shift to hard shift. It's pretty well shifted up there. Plenty of water in still. Forest is in play, but it's this area in the open that's really going to be troublesome because there's nothing you can play there. Tempers, sending it full speed up towards the compound makes perfect sense. You have a little bit of a dip you can play down here, but there really isn't a whole lot more to play. Ratio Edge, they're going to be playing the forest side, and all the other teams are going to have to wrap in south. Well, planks are open. Who's going to get him? We'll see. WGSG, Team Liquid, they're driving side by side. K-Mine trying to get one out of the car. Not going to happen. He's going to have to continue driving. Might want to prioritize sending it full speed forward as opposed to trying to fight your way through it. James driving further forward as well. Everyone is avoiding the yellows, but it's free. James, when do you realize no one's shooting at you? It's hard to tell, of course, with so many teams being alive next to one another. Teams crashing into this south side area. WGSG trying to fight through it. It's not going to be easy, though. They've already lost 2. Iro is by himself. Spots out the last, but it ain't going to matter. WGSG out in 15th again. Still open. Liquid continued forward. They're going to be playing miles out of nowhere. It's only 2 players left alive. They drove straight past it, but because there was so many people shooting at the same time, they couldn't get the read that there was no one sitting inside that compound. Na'Vi down towards the south. They've spotted out the Unity split, and that's going to be one down immediately. Leo went down as well. Noctiv trying to get a bit of a return in on it, but not enough to get the knock on towards him. Kemba does go down, though. Smoke being lobbed forward should be keeping him alive at least for a little while longer. Orange, the in-game leader from Unity, tries to back down. Might be able to get a res up. Nate the smoke, that's not a bad idea. It's going to bounce a bit too far, though. He wants to get the res up. I'm sorry from last game when I said that that Noctiv was the in-game leader. It's actually Orange now. Orange, who is the in-game leader for Unity. Has been for a while. That was misinformation on my part. Shots from the side now. I like the off angle by Senya. Speaking of in-game leaders, looking to try and see what he can do from down here. He has eyes, but he doesn't want to overcommit to try and get the knock. I like it. Don't over-aggress in a situation where there's a chance you go down. Circle is going to start pushing in real soon. Actually, is pushing in already. Don't want to get knocked in the blue with your teammates nowhere near, and the other res is still coming in. Smoke's been lobbed forward. Tries to give himself some more room to work around. Soggy and... I was going to say they have to see him eventually, right? Indeed they do. This is a fight that you wouldn't expect to be necessary, but it is now that they've committed so much to it. Fights escalate on the north side as well. Trying to hold up. That's Lambalot. Let's hop up and see how that one fares. Lambalot and Clayzilla try to survive that push. Molotov thrown forward. Not going to go far enough. This is going to be hard. Okay, so it's hard shifts. It's not around. It had to go inland anyway, so we kind of expected it to go where it went. It goes inland, somewhat expected. And, let's see here. Hold that thought. Orange peeking over the top. Not going to find it first. Does find one, though. Kemba goes down, backs off immediately. No reason for him as well to over-aggress, but Tab is spotted on the side. Tab goes down. Orange staying alive for a surprisingly long amount of time. Thought he would have been dealt with before, but not quite the case. Phase 4 is connected. You can't rest in the blue anymore. And now you have all of Tornado Energy wrapping up on the edge here. They know this fight has been going on towards the south for a long time, and they want a piece of the action. Aaliyah wrapping further around. What are you doing with a Molotov out? That's your teammate rotating in, buddy. Rahina wants up here as well. Everybody has heard the commotion on the south side of the circle, and they want a piece of it. Best of luck is one of the few who says, nope, I do not want a piece of it. Navi are trying to get away from here. They maybe smelled that there were so many or too many people starting to encroach on them. Melmet on the other side. This is going to be a full-on CIS brawl in just a short moment. Tap goes down. Example is going to be the one to find the kill there. Now let's see. Let's see. Mailman looking, trying to get a kill. Oh, nope, not going to happen. Would have wanted an extended mag in this situation. Not going to get the kill on any of them, actually. So, Tornado Energy falling short in terms of kills for that one. Best of luck inside the compound, but you can see the vehicles, they're busted already. They've been damaged to quite an extent. Even though there are plenty of them, they're all on the half HP. That's just making things extremely difficult in terms of trying to rotate in. Oh, would K-Mite and James have wished that this compound was... and would they have wished that they knew that this compound was open when they pushed forward? They would have been sitting pretty nice. Instead, now they're split really far apart. It's going to be hard for them to help out one another. James is trying to trap underneath. Woogie is there. Does he know? I'm not sure if he does. Not sure if he knows that there's a player just on the other side. I think he might have heard that shot connect down towards him, though. And that should have given the info. You can see him jumping around now. I think he heard a bullet connect onto a player just before. He's not even going to reload his AI. He's jumping around for info. Does he? Oh, yep, that's a spotted player. James gets knocked. Great peeking, nice concentration by Wookie. I think that's what happened. So one of the Phantom players tagged James, and that gives the bullet connecting to a player sound that Wookie heard, and it was like, wait, what? There's a player outside here? Indeed there was. Damage done. Finds the knock, finds the kill. K-Mite trying to retaliate, but how much can you do as a solo in the shack? We'll have to wait and see. Still 12 teams left alive in the final game of the day. New circle's gonna pop soon. A B now takes down one from Northern Lights. So that's, I believe, their first. Yes, indeed, their first kill of the game. First kill of the game coming in late. Did Spiro see him? I think he must have, right? Saw him over the top. Yes, indeed he did. Spiro gotta connect them. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Perfectix is gonna be the one to get the knock. Last bullet before he got behind that tree, and he's able to get it in there. Now Spiro isn't all safe just yet, though. They still have Tico left to deal with, and Tico has just been gifted a crate straight in his face. That being if he stays alive for long enough to receive it. We'll see. He's good for now, but he has 3 hungry Northern Lights players looking towards him. Already has the M249, of course. The gun being a non-crate gun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, okay, mate. Watch out. It's pull up and stand. No, Tixo blew up himself. Wait, what? Tixo blew up himself, but he didn't die, and they can't get in to flush him. Finally, they come in. How many players? How many Finnish people can you fit in one shack? This many. Oh my lord, if someone throws a nade in here now, please. Anonymous. Can they get out? Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh, they're all on fire. We're getting a Finnish barbecue for dinner, guys. This is not good. This is not good. Rustenbar able to stay alive. More nades are coming in, though. Oh, Rustenbar, you're gonna get him on the other side. Entropy wants this. They know how many kills are up for grabs inside this shack, but they're not able to get them. Look at the amount of smokes being used by Ents to try and stay alive here. Tico finally was found. Let's see now. What can you do? Rustenbar spots one, but it's going to be too little, too late. Flammy finds the kill, and now just Squeaky left alive. I was just going to say, can they even get out? No, they cannot. Ents fall in 10th. I like the attempt, though. Valid attempt of trying to get the kill, and now everyone is going to be chiming up on this one. Let's see, Venus, one kill so far. Going to find their second with a flash on towards Trico. There's still Northern Lights players on the other side as well, looking for a piece of the pie. Exvolution finds one more. Flammy is still running on out. He needs to get up and help his team. He's the last one alive for his team, and Venus gets the eyes on him. Meistus is going to be the one to get the kill, and that's going to, I think, in all fairness, work out pretty handy for Northern Lights, who just got themselves a whole lot more space to play around. No one's playing the south side compound, meaning that they should be safe for now. They do have to make the eventual push, or inevitable push, I should say, into Venus, though. Venus. That's not worth it, battling. Oh, maybe there's one right there. I was gonna say, don't run far into the blue. Let's see. It is phase 5. Does 5 ticks of damage per second. It's gonna be phase 6 in a short while, battling. You are hungry for loot, aren't you? Gotta keep running, gotta keep running, gotta keep running. If you get spotted out now, mate, you're dead as can be. 19 HP still alive and running. The fight has commenced on the planks. Let's see how this one fares out. Aaliyah able to get eyes on one. There's a burning player running for safety. Kempa is alive somehow. He's still up, but for not much longer. Aaliyah just got Molotov by example. That's unfortunate. Second knock as well. Example, you gotta commit to the rest right here, right now, if you want to be able to get your player back up on his feet. Should be possible, though. As you can see, not impossible by any means to him, or for him to get back on up. Tamil peeking out. Norwegian player wanting some kills down towards the north side. They know their Northern Lights players knocked down here. One nade to seal the fate for the entire team. Is it gonna be this one, though? Is it going to be this nade that does it? Bounces forward, wrong side of the tree, only 31 damage done to Spiro, and now he has the info that there's someone just on the other side. One spotted on the car, nice spray. Connects 2. Spiro is sitting on half HP. Wants to explode the vehicle. Gets the car explosion, but somehow Spiro stays alive right behind it. That was surprising. Maybe got a little further back than I thought he was going to. 18 players left alive. Let's see. Tummel is still holding close. Tummel finds one. There's still more left to deal with, and you gotta remember you still have the Venus players on this side as well. Rookie looking for damage on the other side. Spiro down. Perfectix and Battlein are still both alive, but for how much longer? Sneaky peeky, make your way forward, and it was just a matter of time before D-Venus wanted a piece of this. Exvolution over the top. Mauro is going to be the one to get a knock. Crunio goes down in return, though. This is just awful timing. The second they peek in one direction, Crunio goes down in the other. Battlein by himself falls down. Northern Lights out in 5th. And, well, Tempest will stay alive. At least for now. For a little while longer. With only 2 people up, though. That's unfortunate. They thought they had the timing on the Northern Lights push, but more teams had the same idea. Tornado Energy. Car on fire. Might want to get the hell out of that one. Not stay close to it either. Just blow it up. There you go. There's your cover. 22. They're playing it. I mean, they have all the room in the world. Literally just sitting on the roof shooting around. What can you see from here? Kamput looking up towards his former teammates. Tornado Energy. Trying to make them pay. For not having him on the team anymore. Course X-Bots Meisters, that's crucial info, because that's gonna let Kamput know that there's people behind him and he can't just greedily peek into this as much as he pleases. Fast up on the bikes, no cars left for rotational purposes. Melman finds one with a bolt. Can Clip get a rest here? Should be able to. Blue ain't closing in just yet, so should be possible to get Woogie back up on his feet. Actually, Rest is on the side of the smoke, so he's gonna be, to some extent, visible. I would have thought the Venus would have played more aggressive on this, but they're playing it slow on the north side of this circle. And the issue right now is that look at this, there's nothing. I mean, there are trees and whatnot, but it's really, really difficult, given that everyone's playing on foot, and for the most part, other than your 22 esports team, everyone has been playing on foot for a while, so cover and utility should be pretty scarce at this point. Vehicles all busted, and you know, Gatorly actually has quite a few smokes, but they've also just gotten to loot the entire compound in there. Boogie, Buggy. Well, Kamput, shortest rotation I've ever seen. A solid 3-meter rotation. It's gonna give the audible cue, though. That's one nearby. 91 damage, and followed by a headshot. Falls down. Doozy did get some damage done up to Clip, but he's gonna fall down in return. Melman should be able to get the rest, and this is looking good for Tornado Energy right now. This is looking really good. 10th kill coming in for TE, and they want more. Then a 4v4v2. Corsac and Dark Choice are still alive and they're inside the circle. That same thing can't be said though for the guys up here. They do have trees to push forward towards, but what they're waiting for right now is this little gang up here to be shifted out of. Next circle can still go northeast. If it does, you'd have to expect it to play in the hands of Divinus. Which I still don't really know how to say. Divinus. You know what I mean. These guys. Maro pushes forward. Everyone is playing each their edge, just waiting for somebody else to make a move, and they're trying to make them pay for it. Meisters wants to get his teammate back on his feet. He has a smoke for cover. I believe it's knock number 2. No, it's only knock 1. You can see with the timer. It's only the first knock, so Meisters might just be able to get the rest. A nade thrown towards Aaliyah does not force him down. Continues to peek over the top. AWM in the hand of Melman as well. Can do a hell of a lot of damage, but the rest is committed to. That's going to be an important one too. You want to keep all your players alive for as long as you can here. Circle, this is exactly what Divinus wanted. They need to stay put now. Most often they need, or most importantly, they need to get a hell of a lot of knocks before that next circle comes in. Essentially, they really want to win the fight now. They really want to win this right here, right now. Force Tornado Energy to look towards 22, and you deal with them in the meantime. Dark Choice goes down. Melman with the AWM. Let's see what he has been playing for us. 1 bullet. Boom. And he missed. That's unfortunate. No more bullets. Would have loved to have a bolt or DMR in this situation, but he's gonna have to play boltless. As you can see, Venus, they've been fighting for quite a while. No smokes, no nades, no molotovs, no nothing, and not even a vest left for Mauro. Kolsak is on the roof. He finds one. That is not good at all. That is actually extremely unfortunate. Can't get the flush though. Yep, there you go. Does get it in the end. Ooh, this solo player really being a troublemaker for all. He's gonna go down to the blue. But Aaliyah, 2 HP, gets to live with this scare. It's a 4v3 now. And, well, Devine is all they have to play around. A few rocks and not a lot more than that. This is gonna be a tricky one in the open. Smokes for cover. It's what all of these guys have left to use once the circle starts closing on in, because we're ending right in here in the very open. This one is going to come to an end, I would assume, just as this circle starts closing on in. Last smoke being thrown by example. No vest, no helmet. These guys have been fighting throughout the entire game. They know where they have them. These smokes, once they fade, these players are going to be miles out in the open. It wants that knock before they push further forward. Mauro down. Huge knock. 4v2 now. It's not over just yet. Again, only smokes for cover for Tornado Energy, but in a short while, it's going to be the exact same case for D-Venus. I like the way they're progressing, though. Pushing forward constantly. Nate's now being locked down towards Meisters. He's going to be low. The flush comes in on one. Meisters finds a doozy. Nate's flashbangs. Everything before 1 HP off of that grenade. Meisters stays alive. One more down. It's a 2v2. Meisters. Nate's lob forward. You have Molotov. You have Nate. You gotta throw everything right here, right now. Example prone down. Tagged up. Meisters finds him. It was a 2v4. Now it's a 2v1 in favor of Venus. It's just Millman left alive, and he's tagged up. 3 bandages is all he has. He finds the first. It's a 1v1. 15 HP. No more heals are gonna be used by Millman. You gotta keep the blue in mind. It's still a little whiles away, but he knows where he is. But Meisters finds him. Clutches it in a 2v4 to bring home the 10 kill win for Venus. Great play to finish off the day. Wow. What a way to finish it. Great playing by these guys all the way through. They played it quiet on the top side of the forest in the beginning, but then once the fights happened, they pushed out, get one knock, get one kill there, back off. Get a kill, get a knock, back off. They continued playing that style, and it ended up working really well in their favor. Tornado Energy as well, massive kudos for them to fight the way through the way that they did. Probably would have wanted to get those kills on Navi earlier, because when they had to fight them inside the yellow houses or the plank houses later, it became extremely difficult. So probably would have wanted those kills earlier, but good game overall for them as well. Guys, that is going to be it for me from today. Thank you to anyone who is tuned in. Again, tomorrow we'll have even more PUBG action going, and that's going to be my tournament, Toby's Ride Thursday. The qualifiers are tomorrow. You can still sign up. Normally we'd have the qualifiers on Tuesday, but they are tomorrow instead, because we didn't get to do them yesterday. So make sure to tune in tomorrow, either watch or play. And then on Friday, we'll have the finals of Toby's Ride Thursday. So plenty of PUBG coming in. If you just like and subscribe and follow and all that stuff to this channel, that's what you want to do. But with that said, thank you everyone for tuning in today, and I will see you all tomorrow.